is now.
Okay. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. I guess you guys really just want me to throw Carnage at you, is what you're saying.
Something like that.
He hasn't appeared in the Marvel Cinematic Universe yet.
Yet. Doesn't mean he won't.
At this point, he won't.
At this point, he definitely won't. That is true. All right. So.
Not unless the most amazing of deals goes through.
Are we referring to what, Apple?
Sony. What the hell is all this? Huh. All right. So let's get started. Session 23 of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Waking. Who's ready?
I mean, sure, probably.
You don't sound...
Are we ever actually ready?
I'm also equally happy just to talk comic books for the next hour.
Yeah, I think this just isn't trolling all of us.
Oh no, the recording has started. Besides, you guys have a lot of crap to get through today.
You don't say.
I think
We have to loot the Death Star.
it's true.
Or raid the Death Star. Or do something to the Death Star.
I believe those are all things we can in fact do.
It's true. You can do all of those things. I will not stop you. So, who remembers what happened last time?
Terran's a thing.
Karen has the Force.
We met Buzz Lightyear.
You did meet Buzz Lightyear.
Which was somehow one of the most underwhelming things in the game.
Yeah.
We also met a bunch of Star Wars people.
Yep.
How was meeting Buzz Lightyear underwhelming?
Compared to everything else happening at that same time.
Yeah.
Fair.
There's also some spaceships, and we got put on different teams.
I think we're all on the same team.
Yeah.
You guys are definitely on the same squad.
Oh, we're on the same squad? Okay.
You're on the... Yeah, I'm not doing split party bullshit in a space war.
We are on the Rescue Wilbur squad.
Really? Is that your only objective?
I mean, no, but it's on there somewhere.
Does anybody remember what the other points were that you have to do?
And there's a shield generator. There's the core. And then there's something else. I think like the guns.
Yeah, like the core has the power stone or something, so we need that.
That was our decision, was to go to that one.
Yeah.
On the way, we have to complete the bonus objective of Rescue Wilbur, because we have to do that.
And?
Is there something else we have to do?
Who else is in the detention center?
Oh, there's another person.
Is it Princess Leia?
It's not Princess Leia. So, alright. So, my version of the quick recap is you guys got to the...
Is it Kyrie? Tell me it's not Kyrie.
It's not Kyrie.
Okay.
You guys remember Porkins Red 6, right?
It can't be Kyrie. That would mean she was important.
Yeah, good point.
You guys remember Porkins Red 6, right?
Yep.
I do remember Porkins.
Yeah, Porkins Red 6 asked you guys to rescue the princess of his world.
Did we find out where Porkins came from?
He didn't say. He just said if you happen to find yourself in the detention level, there should only be one girl in there, just rescue her.
Does this princess have a name?
He did not give it to you, because he was in a drunken stupor.
We also didn't ask.
You also didn't ask.
I get on the comm and say, hey Porkins, what is your princess's name?
He's just going to belch really loud through the comms.
I hope that's actually her
Princess
name.
Belch. Got it.
Her name's not Belchweb. Don't call her that. She'd probably get really mad if you called her a Belch.
Well then what's her real name?
I don't think you're going to get an answer.
Well, I'm not going to call her Princess Snore, so I'm just going to call her Princess Belch. Until I hear otherwise.
Mm,
That's actually pretty fair.
mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
All right.
So,
We need to get on Dr. Boy's ship and have him land on the Death Star.
Before that, all of you stand still for like 2 minutes.
Not my strong suit, but I will try.
Muriel is giving everyone a bunch of trigger defensive things. She's like, I'm not going to be able to heal you or do other things while we're on that ship. While we're in this fight, most likely. So, Webby's getting blood-curdling scream like normal.
Woo!
Everyone is getting death-defying breath, which is the first time you get knocked down to 0 health, heal 8.
That is all of my HP.
you also gave that to Porkins, if I'm remembering right.
I did give that to Porkins, and no.
So
one-
that when his spaceship blows up, he can come back to life just to die all over again?
I said that. I said that too.
And no one corrected Muriella about not being able to breathe in space.
I don't know what you expect me to say. I feel like that's just a mysterious black sea that I don't like already.
Yeah, it's just an ocean.
I think Webby missed this or didn't catch it or something.
Yeah, no one has actually explained to Muriella that you can't breathe in space yet.
It's going to be a hard lesson learned.
And Muriella giving herself a couple of these, and everyone's also getting the Aegis, which, well, we'll see if that helps.
Please post these in rules, or no, put those in character so people
So,
know.
is anyone else showing up tonight? Just because I'd feel bad, like, if we're doing this Death Star run and people, like, show up half.
Note, people like Orion who may want to actually fall below 0 health. If you should tell Muriella you don't want it, because she's going to explain what she's giving people.
Well, if she controls both of the triggered effects, doesn't she get to choose what order they resolve in?
No, Muriel's just goes, oh, you're at 0 or less health, you heal.
But doesn't hers just go, oh, you're at 0 or less health, become an avatar of chaos or some shit?
I think it might be while you are at 0 or less health. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's always on until battle end.
Ah,
See, so she just gets to control the triggers. Just have to stack those triggers correctly.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
This is not magic.
Speaking of magic, I think I'm going to go to my pre-release in my knight costume from IMG.
good.
That's
Do
pretty
it.
sweet, actually.
Go for
Is
it.
the pre-release is this Friday, isn't it?
I mean, it's this weekend, yeah.
Yeah, Eldraine.
Actually, Coco's going to get a specific one also.
Oh boy.
Coco gets, how do you spell the quay quack?
Oh yeah, so Orion, did you see the there's a really nice counterspell card for your Phoenix deck in
You mean the blue-black one that's also a removal spell?
yeah, that one. I feel like that's pretty perfect for your deck.
Now, why would you say that?
Oh, I don't know.
Alright,
Experience.
that's the things you guys all get. They last for a minute after you activate them, besides the one that just heals you.
So only use it if we find a really evil person who may or may not be in a black helmet and suit and have a lightsaber.
See, I'm using mine to get us the fuck out of there.
Like, that sounds badass. I mean, yeah, we probably should, but that also sounds badass.
What are the chances of that happening, guys?
Hey, the doctor's here.
100%.
The doctor is in.
The doctor is here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, and Sean actually just messaged that he'll be on in 5-ish, so we will wait. And then we will get started.
Okay, I'm figuring out what buffs Muriel is giving himself right now.
So, Anybody got any good ghost stories?
Wark.
You guys-
Ariella definitely has a good ghost story. I do not have any good ghost stories, so I am going to instead roll about how effective it is.
Well, to
there
tell a
was this one
compelling
time
narrative.
that we bonded with this giant being that was a giant ghost train.
Actually, it's funny you guys mentioned ghost stories. I'm gonna wait till Sean gets on and maybe he'll share.
Did you suplex the train?
Did you suplex? Tell me you suplexed.
What? That's impossible. How could anyone suplex a train?
Tell that to certain spiky-haired muscle boys.
No, we just summoned it.
Isn't that? I thought that was Barrett that suplexes the train.
Not Savin.
Mm-hmm.
No, we just summoned it to poison everything.
Okay.
Ariella, is there anything you can give me that will let me be more accurate with my weapon?
Yes.
That would be great, because my effective skill in lightsabers is not great at the moment.
All right. Let's see.
Because a baby chocobo gave us a Solomon ring, and we were able to
Okay.
combine it with a bunch of other things in order to create Doom Train.
Choo-choo.
One moment, I need-
Yeah, Izzy, you'll appreciate my favorite train thing when you eventually watch that episode
Can you
shortly.
use the Doom Train to suplex another train so that you are a train suplexing a train?
I want
Levy, where do you get these stupid ideas from?
to say this thing, but I can't.
All right. I'm trying to figure out a cool name for this technique, this spell now for Dr. Boy.
This is what happens when Thomas the Tank Engine meets WWE.
I'm sorry. That's funnier than it should be. That is a lot funnier to me than it should be. That is no business being that funny.
Okay.
I feel like the New Day are obligated to dress up as Thomas the Tank Engine now.
Those guys are the greatest.
They really are.
Oh man. Oh, I forgot about these things.
Can you smell what the fat conductor is cooking?
Yeah. Okay. No. I'm gonna go with the terrible choice. Dr. Boy, you're gonna shout Hellhound, and that's gonna be your thing.
Okay.
It is something he would never say in real life.
Something Dr. Boy would also never say is that he prefers bitch.
Do you really want it to be Hell Bitch? Because it'll be Hell Bitch.
No. Dr. Boy
I
would
got the
actually
word
want that.
reference.
If anyone can't tell, I've been marathoning Ward.
Worm, you mean?
Ward.
No, Ward, the sequel.
Oh, I have not read that whatsoever.
It's way better than I thought it would be.
It's very different, but it's also very good.
Oh, did he finally like pull his writing together?
In
Okay. He still has.
I have some very strong opinions about the last third of Worm being kind of awful.
Okay, wait. He still has all of the insane amounts of wordiness and more detail than you probably want problems, but he's much better at pacing.
I would argue he's a little less wordy in Ward, honestly.
Wait,
You know-
the most recent arc.
Fair enough. I'm not as far as you are, but it's easier partly because Taylor's not second guessing literally everything she says and does. It does kind of help because it's not Taylor.
I didn't even think that was the problem. I just thought his ability to tell a story broke down in the last third, and he didn't really tell a story anymore that really had you invested like the first 2/3 did.
That's fair.
Everything was meandering, and death became this inconsequential thing where another character's died. Oh well, who cares? hey, this guy's so big and hard to fight. I guess we'll throw every character that's mattered in the series at it, but we're just going to dismiss it all off. And like all our planning is going to be really calm and tactical. And we're not really going to get into like the real emotional stuff here. Oh, and to beat it, we have to change the entire narrative. So it's really confusing at the end.
Okay, Wex, of the things you're saying, he's gotten a lot better at the emotional stuff and the character-driven beats that matter.
Like he could always do them. He just like forgot how to do it for a while.
In particular, he's gotten better at inserting them into the gigantic 20,000 word long fight scenes. The 20,000 word long fight scenes have not stopped, but there's at least actual important character stuff in them.
Yeah, like the first like large scale fight in the series, which is not that far in, does a much better job of being about character stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, all the major things that like you'd identify as beats of his writing are still there, but he's not forgotten character or emotion this time.
That is.
Well, that's good.
That's
That all fell apart real bad.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I would say, in terms of where I find it falls down at times, there are definitely bits that feel a lot like the Slaughterhouse 9 arc again.
You mean Slaughterhouse 9 or the Slaughterhouse 9000?
Slaughterhouse 9.
I didn't mind the Slaughterhouse 9 arc.
Yeah, honestly, Nick, after rereading it, I don't really share your negative view on the Slaughterhouse 9 arc.
Yeah, like I honestly did not mind the Slaughterhouse 9 arc. I thought the Slaughterhouse 9000 arc was a little excessive and like really suffered from that like we need to downgrade villains.
It was too much. It was honestly the biggest Slaughterhouse 9 thing was like it was too much. It felt too much like jumping between levels in a game.
Yeah, like all the boss villains are now minions type thing.
Yep.
And that was like really there was a single like there were like two real threats in the Slaughterhouse 9 arc in my 9000 arc, which were Jack Slash because he's always the threat, and Grey Boy because he was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grey Boy, horrifying.
A lot of my opinion for the original Slaughterhouse 9 arc definitely comes from having started the series in the middle of it, and thus waiting for chapter after chapter of it to come out.
That's fair. It definitely. I don't feel like it drags at all as like a binge.
Well, I agree and disagree because I listened to the whole thing and like read the whole thing when it was done, and the last third is a slog even as a bit.
Is a slog, absolutely. But like, I do think War is worth reading. I think he's definitely learned from what happened in the last third of Worm, but we'll see because of where we currently are in Ward. So far, things look pretty good for not repeating the same mistakes of the past.
That can only hold true for so long.
Well, I hope you don't mean that in universe, Nick, because even so far that has not been the case.
I mean, to say the sin of the past that they did not repeat would be a massive spoiler.
Fair enough.
Is this the same sin that we dealt with in our GURPS game?
No, completely different sin.
What sins did we deal with in our GURPS game, people might wonder. The correct answer is my character was like all of them.
Yes, it was all your fault, Izzy.
Pretty much.
Until Dan died. Then it was all his fault. Which reminds me, you haven't died yet in this game.
I have not died yet in this game.
Well,
I like that we haven't died yet. That doesn't feel like the type of game we should be dying much in.
I also took it's something that fits a character, but is a purely keeps me alive better advantage.
yes, you have. You're like, no, Dr. Boy is not going to go out like a bitch like all the other characters.
Webby hit 0 once, but she passed her HT roll and then somebody healed her.
I have far too much charisma to be killed.
That is, so my two most expensive advantages are fast gadgeteer and then injury tolerance homogeneous, and nothing else is even close in terms of cost to those two.
Homogeneous is super good.
Yes, it is.
What does
Also, I am a
homogeneous do?
cartoon.
It
It-
turns piercing and impaling into like half and a quarter modifiers instead of 1.5 and 2 or whatever.
It lets me take damage like a cartoon character.
It's
Cool.
Yeah,
quite-
he has no vitals effectively.
Yeah, ordinarily, it goes on like machines and slimes.
I'm just lucky and off-putting.
You're not off-putting.
My most expensive advantage was
I'm
the
lucky and
Keyblade.
disarming.
I'll take that. Yeah.
My most expensive advantage actually was the shape shifting.
I believe that.
Mine definitely is that Keyblade.
I just remembered that my Star Command suit has a mysterious button.
Is a real question. Does anyone have an single ability as expensive as my Keyblade?
I'll
Fast Gadget here is 50.
If I were to guess, I would guess Devin's control might.
I don't think so, Wex. I just want to double check the number that we set that at.
I think it's like 84.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that I think might have a chance is Devin's control, because I know how expensive that advantage is by base.
I will double check that. I actually think he threw things on it that reduced the cost.
Oh, probably.
But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that Keyblade is the most expensive thing in game.
Yay! Mute here.
Sorry.
You said 5 minutes, jerk. We stopped, I stopped talking. Everybody's been sitting here in quiet for, the last 27 and a half minutes.
Absolute silence.
Oh yes, since Sean's
I
here,
highly doubt that.
I will remind everyone that at the start of the session you hear Dr. Boy shouting from the hangar bay. Ah!
Oh yeah! Something happened.
I
Forgot
forgot about
Dr. Boo's stuff is it's in character.
Yeah. Okay. So I will officially start session 23, Death by Waking. Again, very quick recap of what happened last time. Anybody?
Well, Dr. Boy's going to accept the whiskey he's being offered. So there's that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Muriel's-
I accepted the drink that I was offered as well, and immediately passed out.
And you dreamed.
And I dreamed, and I got something that I don't fully understand, and I really should have read more before now, but I did not have time this past. So I'm looking over it again and going, "What the fuck was that?"
Terran's Savant Syndrome has reached the next stage of its evolution, to the point where I had to take his lightsaber away from him.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
God, Terran.
Yeah.
Taryn with a. By the way, Sean, you missed it, or rather, Shiro, you missed it. Taryn was showed up for the Alliance meeting and had a lightsaber. Dr. Boy took it away from him for his own safety and for the safety of everything else.
Literally everyone on the Alliance cruiser was like, "Stop hitting walls with the lightsaber."
Like, at first we didn't want to be the dick, do the dick move of taking away his lightsaber.
No, do the dick move.
No, I wanted to from the very beginning.
Well, some of us didn't want to at the very beginning, and then he kept getting worse with it. Well,
Muriela showed him a flourish, which he had to do.
I
Why did
literally
you
pulled-
do that, Nick?
Because it was in character.
Muriela showed him a flourish with telekinesis, to which Taryn's like, I can do that too! And then he used the force to spin it around him as though he was in final form, and it just started buzzing through lights and walls as he walked around with it.
At that point, I literally pulled a sword out of my hat and traded him.
All he,
Just
wa-
a regular sword.
all he wanted was a magic sword, and that sword was clearly magic because it came out of a hat.
He then found a different hat and tried to shove his sword into the hat, which just stabbed the hat.
He's very confused. Let's see. So, as again, another refresher for the two of you that just rejoined. Do you guys remember what your mission is?
Go to the
Going-
core. Pick up.
Not lose to Darth Vader.
Well, your mission is actually to remove the power core from the Death Star's laser.
Steal the power core.
You're airdropping onto the surface of the Death Star with the Thunder Squad and the Star Command Rangers. So Buzz Lightyear's group. The Thunder Squad is going to be taking care of the cannons on the surface of the Death Star. That way the fighters can get close. Star Command is going to be taking care of the deflector shield, which is housed inside the Death Star. Because that was one thing in the movies that always bothered me. It really did.
Yeah.
The thing is massive. That bunker was not that big.
It was only in one movie, was it outside?
Yeah.
And that was because it was a trap.
Yeah.
Extra trap.
Which then means you have a decoy on the planet, and you have the real one on the ship. In any case, the Ranger Squad is going to be taking care of the deflector shield, and then you guys have been tasked with taking care of the power source for the main laser. And Webby also has her side objective. Webby?
I did build a containment device for the.
Yeah, we need to rescue my friend Wilbur and also Princess Belch.
It's not her name.
Then tell me her name. Porkins.
Pork? You don't expect me to go on a suicide mission sober, do you?
But
Yes.
That's not what I asked.
We asked what her name
All
was.
I asked was Princess Belch's real name.
Relax, Webb.
It's not that hard of a question.
I need a nap, and you're giving me a hangover. I'll be back on comms in like 20.
AKA Izzy wants this to be a surprise.
I can't deal with these people.
Okay. It's actually the princess from the Buzz Lightyear show.
Mira Nova, the person who's currently on the screen with you guys?
She is?
Yeah.
Where?
She's right next to
Oh,
Buzz
the blue-skinned
Booster RX.
Sorry.
She's the blue-skinned one.
I didn't see any of the Star Command people or Terran.
They're right next to Dr. Boy and Aardvark Krog.
Never mind then. I have no idea who the person
Gravitina.
might be.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you get going?
Is it Gravitina?
I don't know who that is, so no.
The giant-headed one that Buzz Lightyear seduces.
I'm not going to say yes or no to that question.
Izzy, does the Rebel Alliance conveniently have a hyperbolic time chamber to train in?
Conveniently, no.
Darn.
It's not DVC here, man.
Has
I
DVC
know.
ever aired on the Disney
I mean,
Channel?
actually,
I don't think it has.
I'll take that back. If you talk to the right person, maybe.
Joy and Rhapsody.
I don't think you're going to figure it out, though. Because no one really talked to this person. Which depressed me greatly. Why isn't he...
Well, we're too busy trying to get Porkins to answer a question that's
Okay.
the easiest
We talked to-
question.
We didn't talk to Akbar that much. We talked to Hera a little bit. We talked to Perkins a bunch. We did not talk too much of Star Command, though Dr. Goodboy did.
That is accurate. Also, yeah, the Thunder Squad is going to be looking around and going to be like, exciting, isn't it? This is pretty much our entire Union going to be in the fighter jets.
Yep.
With this many Keyblade wielders helping out, you know we've got to succeed. Unlike last time.
How?
Of
What
course.
happened last time?
But our captain pulled us out of the Keyblade War early. We were forever ashamed. But now we're going to make it up.
I can understand why they did.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was a coward. He shouldn't have been leading us at all. That's why we're going to follow the lieutenant. He's got a strategy.
I am certain that nothing bad will happen to any of you.
I know. It'll be perfect.
Is going to be great. Just great.
What the hell happened to this image? It's not here anymore. Strange. Okay, hold on. One of the images deleted itself. I need to re-upload it.
Also, how do you calculate your parry again?
There we go.
Skill over 2 plus 3.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, he's
Round
back.
down.
He's
Don't
back.
forget all of your miscellaneous bonuses from all of those other great advantages that you have.
Exactly.
All of us definitely took.
I
Exactly.
actually do have combat reflexes now.
If you have
That gives you a +1.
plus
Yep.
1.
A +1 to what?
Parry.
All active defenses.
Alright, I should probably train that at some point.
Take it as a force power. You get a discount.
Yep.
Oh, you can take it as a force power?
Yeah.
What the hell?
It only takes a point off in this case, but
It's basically the anti-surprise advantage.
Though that still means I still need, what, how many...
Like, you can't
that-
get sneak attacked.
How many days do I need to train that then?
14.
Yeah, so that still requires us to take like 2 days to itself.
I mean, if you want a lightsaber, you can spend the points and put that together now.
Oh yeah, I'm spending the points and grabbing the lightsaber now.
Which-
How useful I will be with it during session is an entirely different question.
Alright.
But I'm buying it now.
Mute also has a death stick. Mute, we need to come up with a badass name for your power-up sequence.
I thought that one was just Aegis.
No, that's the defensive one.
I don't think I have any offensive power up at the moment.
No, you don't. That's why we need to come up with a name for yours. Mechanically, it's going to be the same as Hellhound, but that's definitely Dr. Boyce.
And
Actually, what color is your lightsaber?
I was going with green because hoodie, unless someone else decided that they needed it.
Nope, I'm the only other one that claimed a crystal, and I took red.
You guys are the polar opposites.
I would be tempted to do Law Shift, but that doesn't really, or one of the other weird Final Fantasy Tactics advanced unique ability.
Alright,
Law Shift probably does not make sense.
I'm
for-
getting in Dr. Boy's ship, and I am buckling my seatbelt.
Oh yeah, I guess we should all get in the ship and be ready.
Yeah,
Probably.
okay, so, 1 minute. I'm going to go look up tactic names for Final Fantasy Tactics, and then I'm going to give you one from that.
Ramza.
All right, so
Go
people.
with Ramza.
Okay, so people that are going to be wandering onto your ship with you guys, you're taking the droids because I believe you're having R2 as your autopilot after you guys make the drop, correct?
That's the idea, yep.
Okay, so R2 is there, Aardvark Kronk will be with you. The Space Rangers, Buzz, Booster, Mira, and XR are coming. Taryn is sitting in the corner with the Thunder Squad. Lieutenant Ruled is going to show up, give them a salute and say, best of luck to you guys. May your heart be your guiding key. And then, he's just going to kind of salute and,
Is that the first time I've heard that?
Oh,
No.
no.
You're gonna get their
May your
plan.
heart be your guiding key.
You've definitely heard.
No, a lot of people have said it, including the Master of Master.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There have been, a lot of Keyblade wielders have been saying that. Good luck.
Automatic dynasty.
Good luck, landing squad. I've got to go oversee the fighter deployment to make sure our strategy has the best chance of success. And he's going to kind of dip out. Porkins Red 6 is going to kind of stumble onto your ship, look around and say, this isn't my ship. Turn around,
Porkins,
start to head down the gangplank, throw up in his helmet, and then keep walking.
I'm a
That man
little
is going to
concerned.
die.
Yeah,
No, he's not. Don't. I gave him a spell that will revive him.
I think if you revive him in the vacuum of space, that is still going to... He just dies.
I don't think Muriela has accepted that the vacuum of space is in fact a vacuum.
Okay, so if you revive him in the middle of
I
space...
remember Owen
he's going to
talking about
drown.
vacuums and using them. How is that space?
Okay, so if he dies in space and then gets resurrected, he's just going to drown because he's human.
Where are
Shit,
Wedge and
you're
Big?
right. Still, like if he's exposed to space, he doesn't need to breathe.
Thank you for explaining that in a way Muriela could understand.
That's the literal best thing you've ever said.
I refer
So,
I refer to my quotes from last session.
So out of character, where are Wedge and Biggs?
Hera is going to show up, but the answer is I'm not answering that question actually. Yeah.
Where's the rest of the cast from that show?
What show? Hera's going to come on and say, "Look, I just wanted to wish you all the best of luck. You are the most essential group for the success of this assault."
If that's the case, we should have like another former Jedi and his Jedi in training friend with us.
Oh, I'm a Jedi warrior.
No!
Not that guy.
Fucking hate you, Webby.
Yeah, Hera's gonna look around and say, "Unfortunately, there are no other Jedi. The last ones I knew died a long time ago."
So, this is the last
That answers
Jedi.
that question.
Terran
Wait, Terran is the last. Oh no, Yoda's still alive. We're okay.
Yeah.
Guys, we're okay.
The thing is to not say out loud.
I mean, Mute and I are also both learning Force things.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
we'll
really
be fine.
surprised Terran is.
You
past
just
that.
have to become Jedi before Yoda dies, so that Terran is not the last Jedi.
I'm very motivated to keep training Force powers now.
Anyway, Hera's gonna, wish you all the best, and then Admiral Akbar is gonna kind of wander around the hangar bay and say, "Be on the lookout for traps!"
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Because that's the only...
Don't worry, traps are my specialty.
He's just gonna look up at you and give you, a reassuring nod.
I've seen pit traps, spike traps, blade traps, fire traps, fridge traps, poison dart traps, every kind of trap imaginable.
Excellent. I'd say perception check to hear Admiral Akbar say under his breath, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. But I'm not gonna be that mean.
So Webby, how about the type of traps you find in some of these illustrated comic books?
I feel like I've found a lot of traps that exist in illustrated comic books.
Did you read the comic books?
No, but I just get the sense that I know every single one of them that could be there.
All right, here.
That's awesome. Here, let me show you my Star Command collection. And Booster is going to reach into his backpack and pull out comic books.
You know who would love this?
Who?
Huey.
Ooh, can I meet him? He'll be my new best friend.
If we survive this.
We're going to survive this because we're all warriors.
Wark?
Well, I'm a warrior. Makes you a warrior too, no?
I just cock my head in confusion.
All right. And as you guys start taking off, Dr. Boy, I'm going to need a piloting check. And Aardvark Kronk is going to be walking around with spinach puffs.
Oh, I eat them all.
Victory spinach puffs.
I buckle my seatbelt and eat them.
Eating them.
I mistyped my target value. It's only a pass by 9. So it's not a crit.
I don't even see your target value.
That not?
Unless your name is Muriala.
No, what the fuck? Did my thing is not showing. My thing says I'm connected, but apparently I'm not connected. Hold on.
Yeah.
Thing.
Your internet is garbage.
No, I think it's just that I had the page left up and it didn't refresh properly.
Shameful. I'm gonna laugh really hard if you crash while trying to leave the hangar.
I don't know why you keep having me roll for routine stuff like this.
Because I want to.
Because he wants us to fail, obviously.
Because I want you to fail, yeah.
Don't you know how the mind of the Izzy works?
This is GURPS. You have to roll for every step you take.
Exactly. By the way, alright, Dad. Roll of piloting again for throwing the ship into reverse.
Okay.
I mean, I was joking, but okay.
Fine, take that as my next piloting roll for whatever.
Sure. Well, that's actually a good thing then, because your next piloting roll is, after you hit the warp drive and make it to the exterior of the Death Star, It's going to be to get around the initial satellite sensors without running into anything.
Huzzah.
So
And it is going to be at a penalty 1 higher than the amount you passed by.
yeah, it was going to be at a -8 penalty. So yeah. Okay.
Because Izzy, jerk.
Because I am a jerk. Yep. All right. At this point, Buzz is going to turn around and say, "All right, everybody, we're at the drop point. Are we all ready? We have our missions." He's going to look around. Hearing no comments, he's going to assume that you are all completely assured and know exactly 100% what you are doing.
R2, take the helm.
Good luck, everybody. He's going to push the button right by his neck, and a domed helmet is going to pop up over his head, as are all of his Star Command Rangers. Everybody remembered to pick up a
fancy.
Everybody remembered to grab a spacesuit, right?
Yep.
I assume someone helped me into one.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to be that mean to you. Who is stuffing Muriala into a spacesuit is the better question.
Can't she just, like, form shift into a weasel or something?
I can shift and shift again when we land.
Can you?
Yes.
Nick, private message question.
Okay.
I think you still need a spacesuit.
I mean, if he shifts to something small enough, he can stuff him in one of our suits like we are with Basil.
That's fair. How long do we need to be in a spacesuit for anyways? Because aren't we...
Oh, 2 skill rolls. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, as soon as as soon as everybody is in their spacesuits, Buzz Lightyear is going to open up the hatch. He will fail to do so because he doesn't know how a gummy ship works.
Yep.
Buzz, let me. I will open the hatch properly.
All right, I'm not even going to make you roll for it because it's your ship. And you're breaking all the protocols you've been telling everybody not to do, so everybody should take note of this. Looking at you, Webby.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Good.
And
You
Good.
saw nothing.
You did see Dr.
Is Webby too busy reading the manga?
It's very interesting.
Wait,
I don't know why this
Webby
character
actually...
keeps wearing this Halloween costume, though.
Wait, Webby actually was given a manga? I thought that was...
I don't know, apparently Orion just carries these things around.
You know what? That makes total sense. Alright, so the hatch is opened. Everybody, it's time for your skydiving check. Everybody, make me aerobatics.
I actually.
What does
have
that default
skill.
to?
Acrobatics -2.
Dexterity.
Acrobatics default to.
Or dexterity, I believe, -4. Or 6.
Can I roll?
Yes.
Dexterity minus 4
Dexter-
total? Okay.
Yeah, it's a hard dex.
It's a really hard skill, but I actually have that skill trained.
Can
I
I roll
have-
parachuting?
That is impressive.
Do you really want to open up a parachute to, land on hostile territory that's going to give you away?
Well, no, but doesn't that also cover like free falling as part of that?
You know what? I will allow
So it's-
parachuting.
So if we don't have the skill, it's Dex -4.
6. Dex -6.
Oh, I definitely fail then.
And then and
I'm definitely failing as well. Though I have a
Well,
question.
wait, why the hell am I doing this? I can fly.
Yeah, I don't know why you're doing
That's a
it.
good question.
Oh wait.
Oh wait, if
And those of us
Coco
who
was
can
flying,
fly-
Mute is probably riding on Coco. So
Yeah.
because
So
that
the
is
acrobatics
Mute's default
-2?
location.
I'm sorry, acrobatics -4. It's acrobatics, aquabatics -4, dex -6. I just double checked this.
Is this something incredibly dangerous?
I'm gonna. You are skydiving into hostile territory, trying not to get shot out of the sky by cannons. Yes.
Yes.
So I will take my Daredevil bonus then.
Yes, you will.
So Izzy, if you'll notice that the Roll20 is continuing to do what it always does for me.
Where are you?
Ah, poo.
Oh, wow. So, if
I guess I probably failed by less than most other people.
Yep. You rolled the same as Orion.
Do I have to just grab everyone out of midair?
You might have to.
I'm helping.
Okay.
Oh!
I need to figure out one of my bonuses. 1 sec.
Like I said, Muriel is helping because Muriel also can fly.
Yeah. The Star Command is just going to press the big red button on their chests, and each of them are going to have jetpacks pop out of their back.
Alright, I have one of those. Never mind.
Yeah, you do have one of those. The Thunder Squad is going to throw their Keyblades, and they are going to turn into various shaped gliders that they are going to jump onto.
Webby, why can't you do that?
Nobody will teach me how to use the Keyblade correctly. I've asked so many people.
That's because they're all lame and they suck.
I think they're just too busy.
No, lame and suck.
By the way, Taryn is free falling. He has drawn his sword and is literally swan diving, blade pointed straight down, as though he's going to try to impale the freaking Death Star.
And yet, he's not going to die.
I'm so glad I took that lightsaber away from him.
I'm a warrior!
I'm surprised he hasn't ended up with
The best part.
Keyblade on his own yet.
Here's the thing: I bet that Terran doesn't know how the radios on the suits work, so we probably can't even hear him until we get to the surface.
Oh, no. You're hearing him non-stop until you guys get to the
Because you can't turn off. He can't turn off the radio, guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is it not push to talk? I hate whoever designed these suits.
Karen left his voice acting.
Yeah, no. You just hear buzz over the comm, just like Jedi Warrior, please switch to push to talk. What do you mean? I'm a warrior.
Can we put Taryn in a room next to Simulacrum, Scrooge McDuck, and just have them go back and forth forever? With
Oh
what they
crap!
are?
I forgot. Is Simulacrum Scrooge McDuck still tied up on your ship?
Yes.
Yeah, unless the general insisted on moving him, yes.
No, he's still there. He's with R2, C-3PO, and Aardvark Kronk.
He's tied up though.
Yes, he is tied up.
I can just see it. I'm Scrooge McDuck. I'm a warrior. I'm Scrooge McDuck. I'm a warrior. We just say Groot in here, and it's perfect.
I feel like that would be disallowed by the Geneva Convention.
Just put Groot and Hodor in the room with them.
No, because Hodor doesn't say I'm Hodor. He just says his name.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
close enough.
so if we hook their voice chat instead to be on the enemy comms channel, is that a war crime?
You know, funny you mentioned that because you guys haven't used one item I gave you since like session.
Oh yeah, we have their comms. We have a radio from them.
Yes, you do.
I don't know how to use that.
I don't know how to use that either, but we
We have
probably
a
should have given
we have a
that
radio
could probably
from
work it, but we
where?
don't-
from when we were on the planet and we shot down some of the TIE fighters, and we found out, oh, they were going to blow up the planet we were on.
Oh yeah, sure. Give me that. I know how to use one of those.
I mean, I can
No.
work the radio.
We use
The problem-
walkie-talkies all the time. No, I'm actually being totally serious.
Webby, we don't know any of their codes or nomenclature. We're gonna get found
Webby.
out. immediately.
I
Oh, yeah,
remember
okay.
the last time you had it.
Well, we don't have to say anything. We just need to turn it on and listen.
I bet I could totally serendipity and get to the right channel.
Webby, do you know how to not say anything?
That's a rough question.
She seems to be answering it correctly.
Okay. So let's see. Orion, Webby, Mute. Did anybody pass their aero
I
battle?
did.
So if
Muriel
Coco is
passes
flying,
by one.
if Coco is flying, I am going to be riding on Coco because that is its default
Okay.
into battle.
Sure.
Assuming Coco is fine with this.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else? Dr. Boy, Orion, Webby.
I have my jetpack.
You do have a jetpack. Orion, Webby.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink. Don't go dying on me.
No
So I
promises.
failed by 1. Can I use my grappling hook to rescue myself somehow?
What are you going to grapple onto?
Can I catch Webby?
Can I push Webby in the right direction with the Force?
Yes, that you may do.
Let's see if I can actually successfully use the Force to do this.
If that fails, Webby can make a crossbow check, but she needs to.
Pass by 0.
Okay, yeah. Where are you nudging Webby to?
The rest of the group.
Okay, Webby, who are you grabbing onto or grappling hooking onto?
Well, I wasn't that far off, so I think if I get a boost from force powers here, I think I'm gonna be able to grapple onto the landing spot and get myself to it.
Okay, just roll me crossbow.
I just got off work that I was at for about 12 hours. Hello.
That is a hit.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hello, Devin. You guys have just para-jumped onto the Death Star.
Huh. How's that going so far?
Only 2 people might be, off track, but Webby just righted herself. We're assuming you're in somebody else's spacesuit.
Coco's suit, because I could actually communicate through the radio comm or what.
Gotcha.
That's good because I don't know how to activate that.
Yeah. Orion, how
Even if you could, you can't do the empathic thing, so no one would understand you.
Yep. Orion, how are you getting back on track?
I'm not.
How much did you fail by?
5.
Yeah, Orion is like halfway to Terran at this point.
Can I go into a free fall and catch him? Her.
You may.
Orient gravity is.
I'm gonna grab you by my choco feet.
That will work. You don't have to make a check for flying, do you?
Pretty sure. Damn sure I don't. I spent the points for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask you to make a dexterity check to make sure it's a smooth landing.
Reasonable. It's not the smoothest landing.
But you know what? Everybody lands in one piece. Even Terran.
I'm not actually surprised that Terran landed in one piece.
Hacks.
As a reminder, for those of you that matter, and those of you that matter means Muriala and Orion, in the vacuum of space, it is low mana. Which...
But I thought you were going to say, in the vacuum of space, no one could hear you scream.
I'm a warrior!
Well, no, we've already established that we can hear each other scream thanks to this comm that we're on.
Yeah.
And also in Star Wars physics, that's not even true.
Yeah, Star Wars physics, there is sound in space. Except in, what was the frickin' The Last Jedi? Where they light speed a ship through another ship.
Which I think is cool,
It
and
was
I
bonkers.
dislike anyone that says it's dumb.
Oh, it was cool, but it just breaks everything that has happened beforehand.
It's cool, but it makes no sense.
They could have just rammed a fake frigate through the Death Star. Anyway, not getting into that now.
Yeah, it's like the coolest shot in any of the movies, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have landed onto the Death Star, and now you are on the exterior. The plan is to find a access hatch and get into one of the many things. For those of you that are tech-based, I'm assuming for your group specifically, probably Dr. Boy, you guys have like a little PDA with, the blueprints on it, that will serve as like a mini-map.
Yeah, of course.
Can I say that I uploaded the blueprints to my smartphone?
Yes. Completely
Awesome, so
reasonable.
I've got that too.
Yeah, your smartphone is now out of memory. And still has no reception.
Acceptable. I don't need reception to use the app.
Yeah. All right.
The Maps app.
All right. So,
By Mark Beats.
yeah. All right. So, nearest access panel, as far as you guys can tell, you're going to have to trek it a little bit on foot. It's actually a little bit closer to where Terran landed. But between you, that and where you guys are several cannons. What course of action do you guys wish to take?
Stealth.
Are we still in space, or are we on the actual ship right
You are
now?
on the Death Star.
I move like a ninja approaching this access panel.
So we just see the cannons, not like you don't like see the gunners or anything.
Who here knows what the cannons in Star Wars on the Death Star look like? They're like giant square towers.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
just the gunner towers. Okay.
Like the outside of this thing has an air conditioning unit every like 6 feet. I'm just gonna bounce between those in stealth until I can make it to the access panel.
Well, there are different types. There's the gun towers, and then there are like the ones that look like anti-air guns with like a glass window where like they have like the rotating.
We're talking the main towers. Like they tower above you guys, but they can point down and shoot at you guys if need be.
Okay. Yeah, probably stick with stealth for the time being.
Okay, everybody, make me a stealth check.
See if I can do a little better this time.
Also,
I don't think I have that skill.
Also,
I'm pretty sure I don't have that skill.
Also, you hear Taryn on the comms. I'm a warrior.
Yes, you are.
Oh right.
Fortunately, that's only an hour ahead.
Is Taryn choking to death in the vacuum of space?
I certainly hope so.
I'm okay with this.
I really hope not.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of passes, is what I'm seeing.
What is that?
No, I don't have that stealth skill.
Nope.
Don't worry,
that is
Uriel and I
definitely not
passed
a
by a lot. We
Okay,
helped.
okay, so Orion, Mute, and Coco are very nonchalantly, like, tiptoeing across the thing, and they just see a cannon tower just kind of dropping their guns and pointing at them, and just kind of tracking them as they tiptoe across.
As a note, Muriel cannot save you from ranged attacks right now.
I don't have parry missile weapon yet.
Do we notice that this is
Oh,
happening?
you hear the cannon go, and you see.
Why do we? Oh yeah, it's Star Wars Universe.
Yeah,
Wasn't the cannon she's shooting the ship itself if it did that?
They didn't see the ship; they see you.
No. But the cannon would be hitting its own ship if it tilted.
Yeah,
that
it's
far
weird
down.
for a cannon to be able to aim at itself.
Death Star logic. Don't worry about it.
All right.
After the first one blew up off screen, they didn't take any chances with the second one.
So is this cannon being manned by someone?
It's probably manned by someone.
I'm gonna roll to be adorable and make him not shoot at us.
This is the best way to solve all of our problems.
Don't shoot the cute chocobo, guys. 7.
Izzy, can I identify the sensory equipment on this thing? Like the camera port or whatever?
You may roll me a engineering check to do so.
I will also.
I was kind of hoping it might just be
Would
a perception check.
Would Judge Master be
I
able
will
to
want you to
block
double
this attack with his parry weapon skill?
That's a good question. You will not know.
Because in all honesty, summoning Judge Master is probably the least stealthy thing that can do. But if we're already in combat and
You get the feeling you should wait to do that.
Yeah.
From me.
okay,
Webby, you may make me a perception check just to see if you see anything.
I rolled pass by 7 engineering to find the sensors.
Okay.
I passed by 0 on perception, so
Oh.
if Dr. Boy can point them out.
Okay, so Dr. Boy, what you get is there's a ton of sensors on the tops of the tower and running along pretty much the entire surface where you guys are walking to just kind of like pinpoint stuff. But on those towers themselves, there are like these pieces of black glass, like just panes that run across. So whoever is inside and manning them can probably be looking out. Whether those are people or droids, you're not sure.
All right, I will relay that to Webby.
Alright, how hard is it going to be for me to jump up there and shine a flashlight into one of them?
You only have the best plans, Izzy. I just want you to know.
It is. In the vacuum of space,
Remember, I have a grappling hook.
roll me grappling hook and we'll see how it goes. You're going to be at, I'm going to say -4 for grappling hook.
So it's,
And
I
this
mean,
is
it's
the
not a
question
it's not a
of why.
roll thing. It's just it gives me like it lets me use it with like brachiator and stuff.
Yeah, so...
But I can roll like crossbow.
Yeah, that's... Well, whenever I say roll grappling hook, I mean roll crossbow.
That's not gonna make it.
Okay, so Webby grappling hooks up trying to get onto this thing to shine a flashlight in, and she just misses her mark that she just kind of slowly spirals in front of the window. And Webby, you can actually see a dude in a white helmet just kind of staring back at you, just kind of waving.
Okay, I throw the keyblade at him.
Through the glass.
Rude.
Yeah.
This is the worst.
Roll me ranged attack.
That's a hit.
It bounces off the glass.
The Keyblade bounces off the glass?
The Keyblade... It's reinforced space glass!
It deals +2 fire damage.
Izzy, I think you forget. It's a Keyblade. You just gotta unlock the glass.
That's not how that works.
All right.
No. Screw you guys.
All right. How?
So this thing puts off gravity, right?
If you know the spell, yeah.
Like the Death Star.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna go flying into space, but like you have an extra high jump while you're in the exterior.
Okay, so but I'm still gonna be able to like get onto this thing eventually.
Yes. You
Right.
you float past it and then you land promptly. It's not like you're gonna be floating in space for a while.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna jetpack on top of the cannon,
Okay.
and I'm going to shove my lightsaber straight down through it into the stormtrooper.
Poor guy. Your red lightsaber?
Yes, I'm drawing. You guys see a red lightsaber come to life on top of the tower and then smash into the glass.
And as Dr. Boy does this, you can see his normally monochrome facade suddenly glow red with power in the reflection of the lightsaber as he jams the lightsaber down into the cannon and, piercing right through the back of the stormtrooper. I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
Sweet.
So can we get inside the Death Star now?
You can now get inside the Death Star.
For good measure, I'm also going to just hack the barrels off of the cannons that I'm on top of, just in case it can be automated.
That's going to take a little bit more doing because they are very large. Like, a single pierce through something is one thing, but actually dragging it through to chop something off is another.
Okay, like how long will that take?
A couple of minutes.
Izzy, can Muriella show up with the magic sword to help Dr. Boy?
If we've disabled the gun, do we need to?
I guess not. I guess there would need to come in with vacuum suit. He'd be able to use it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll just hack the control panel that's in there and then jump out.
Gotcha.
Thought we were making an entrance.
All right. Nope, we gotta get to the hatch and try to open the hatch.
I mean, you guys do have a perfectly easy way in now on this gun. It's just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone? Do we have?
Well, yeah, but we don't know how easy it is to close the door on the other side since the window there was not meant to be open.
That's also fair. Also, we can use this. Might be a good way to like draw people here instead of to the actual entrance we're using. So let's go to the normal entrance we were going to use.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So a few minutes later, you guys find yourselves at the entrance, with the Space Ranger crew, and they're like, okay, perception all around.
Boop, 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 boop.
That's better.
Yay!
Passes of 3.
Pass by
That's
4.
a 4.
Pass by 5.
Okay, it seems like everybody passed. So Buzz is just going to look at you guys and say, okay, we've got to head down this corridor, pointing at one way. That kid that was with all of you, ran down this way, and the Thunder Squad quickly followed.
I assume they are all competent and do not need our help. They're following the plan.
I'd assume so too, except he's been screaming at the top of his lungs.
Don't worry.
That's how he is. That's his
It is
background.
impossible to kill that kid.
Where I come from, that maneuver is called the Han Solo.
I'm a warrior! For everybody who passed is coming over your comms in a very ear-piecing manner. Assume
We
that...
will see. We will see Terran again, I am certain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Izzy's far too cruel to let him die here.
Did anybody pass by at least 5?
What are we rolling for?
Perception.
Perception.
Orion did.
Orion did?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Wait, what were you saying? Pass by at least?
Oh
one?
no, Mute did.
I don't know.
Yeah,
did I?
yeah,
Did anyone roll for me on that?
I'll roll
I saw
for-
Sean and thought of the wrong Sean.
Okay, Basil and Mute both passed. I can't type this privately to Devin because I'm assuming you're driving, aren't you?
That is correct.
Okay.
This day sucks.
Oh God!
Go to game talk.
Sorry, Basil. I'm only giving this to Mute then. Mute, you also hear this. Crap, where did I put it? The numbers at the end are how many people are saying each of these lines. Okay, Mute?
Have you actually sent it to me?
Yes, I have.
Oh. Ready ×2 thunder power up. Is that the amount of voices I hear?
Yes.
So I heard people saying that they're ready, and then a group
You-
of
you-
and
you-
a
you-
few people
ver- ver-
shouting thunder power up.
Very specifically, that was the Thunder Squad.
Okay, so the Thunder Squad got power. Why did we need a large perception check to hear that they were set up?
Because they're really fucking far away.
Okay.
Yeah, they ran down
Aren't
the
there
hall
comms?
after.
That is not on comms. That is just down the hallway.
The Thunder Squad apparently has a battle cry.
You know?
Fascinating.
Okay. I actually need to draw a map now. Let's get all this crap that doesn't matter off of this. Goodbye, Scrooge McDuck. Goodbye, Aardvark Croc.
But we love Scrooge McDuck, don't we?
Maybe the real Scrooge.
I was gonna say we like the original Scrooge McDuck.
I'm going to put Hera, Porkins, and Admiral Akbar up here because I can use them later. Okay, so as you guys are running down the halls, I would like everybody to make me a stealth check, unless you guys are not planning on being stealthy. Also, Karen's just going to be
Okay,
off here.
a minute.
We are the stealthiest crew.
Uriel is back in proper form. Izzy, Uriel is tapping some energy from the Death Star to recover mana and continue powering herself up.
I will permit that. How long are you going to spend on that?
How far away from the current port can I get before this is a problem?
There's like a port every 100 meters or so.
It's a question of, does the spell run out if I... Well, actually, yeah, it would go down to skill 0.
Yeah.
No, basically, Uriel's maintaining one buff on herself right now and just filling herself up every time we pass a charging port.
Okay. Alright, so who has the map right now? Does anybody have a navigation skill for reading this kind of map?
I think I do.
Na-
Let me see if I do either.
navigation
Well,
or cartography is what I am looking for.
I have navigation land, and this is a map of land, functionally.
Mm-hmm.
I sadly don't have cartography.
I have navigation space, but that probably doesn't work here.
That does not work here.
But we're in space.
I have a high IQ, and that is it.
Okay, so Webby, where do you want to go first, since clearly you're the one in charge of this?
Well, we have 3 goals. 2 of them are probably in the same spot, or adjacent to each other. So I am aiming for the prison block, so that we can rescue Wilbur and Princess Belch.
Ooh, the brig.
Okay,
That's probably not the best order to do this in. We should probably get the Death Star first, get the reactor shut down first, and then...
I don't know. Are you the one reading the map?
I guess it's true. Is Webby saying this out loud, or is Webby just leading us?
yeah, I don't know. Webby, what are you doing?
I am just leading, but also my thought is that these types of being experienced in removing power sources from ancient artifacts and shit, these kinds of things tend to blow up when you take the crystal out of them. So I wanted to do
Unfortunately,
that
I have
last.
to agree with Webby. These are like these usually have load-bearing bosses.
Like,
those
there's a
of
little
us
bit
who
of genre savvy going on for you there, but
Well,
Webby
given
is
that-
in this genre, so
given that
Yeah,
Webby
so
is
is
not-
Mute and Coco.
Okay,
given that Webby
Actually,
is
half
not-
of
is
us
not
are
telling
from
us
in the
this.
genre of things of fall apart once.
Okay, so first things first. Who's taking point?
Well, given that I have to lead, probably Webby.
All right,
Right.
you're going to be the one doing the stealth check then, in case you see something around a corner.
Curiel is sticking
That's
close
probably
to
for the
Webby
best.
this.
I have good stealth.
I also have good stealth. But no, Muriel is absolutely sticking close to Webby for this.
Yeah, I think the 3 people that actually have stealth train should be near the front.
Stealth.
So it's going to be you guys and Mira. Pass by 3. Okay, so you're leading in the most direct path, and then down around one corridor you see a battalion of stormtroopers. You can go around, or you can take them out.
Okay, how many are there?
There are 5 in that squad.
Okay, I signal to the party 5 enemies.
Down a long corridor, and they have blasters.
They don't look that tough. We can take them.
That's why would you charge an enemy fire instead of just going around?
Oh, no, make a noise, draw them over here, and then stab them.
If we can go around, go around.
Do I think there's a way I can navigate us around them?
Easily. It'll just take longer.
Well, getting into a firefight is going to draw more of them, which will probably take longer in the long run, so let's try going around.
Okay. Everybody make me a perception check.
Muriel is just sitting there twiddling her fingers like...
Mute, Basil, and Dr. Boy, you guys are getting a bonus.
Alright, I passed by 0 without the bonus.
I failed by 3, so unless the bonus is a +3, I still fail.
I
Pass by 1.
It is not. Okay.
What I did.
Unfortunately, I wasted a good perception roll on the battle cry.
Yeah. Basil, you rolled an 11, so the bonus was a +2, guys. Guys, as you were starting to go around the corridor, those of you that are force sensitive are just starting to get like a little chill prick to you, against your skin, as though you feel something. Buzz also has a worried look on his face.
As in going the direction that we're going is...
Yes. Yeah, going in the direction that you guys are going. And for those of you that passed by at least 4 just general perception, which I don't know. Did anybody do that? Basil did.
I passed by 0.
Okay. If you passed by at least 4, which I guess no... Okay, so no one heard this. Never mind.
Guys, I'm getting a bad feeling going this way. We may actually want to go through them.
Yeah, XR's just gonna be like, what are you talking about? This way's clearly better. They're there. There's no one over here. And besides, the deflector shield's in this path anyway, so we should head this way.
I sneaky peek around corners. Keep us moving.
If you guys want to go that way, you can, but I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
What sort
I trust
of
it.
bad
I'll
feeling?
trust Dr.
Force
Goodboy.
Over the comms.
I don't think there are definitely people who have some sort of sensitivity to that, and I think we can take these guys out pretty fast.
Alright, yeah, let's
Alright,
take
everybody
that.
feeling confident in our chances against the 5 dudes?
Yeah, I'm also going to, before we go to ambush them, summon the Grim.
Okay.
Alright, let's hide around. Let's go back and find a corner to hide around and jump out and gank them.
Oh, Izzy, I never did get the stats for the standard blaster.
It's in the high-tech book.
Okay.
No, I posted them in either in character or world building for Izzy.
Which means they're for everybody.
It's definitely not world building.
Yep.
Or maybe
Alright, so what is your guys' strategy to get these guys away from their current post?
someone makes a noise.
Well, I'm a warrior!
Pretty sure they can't hear that if we're inside our...
It's inside your guys' comms, yeah.
Well, if we want to make a noise behind them, couldn't one of us just use the force to make something fall over behind them?
You can do that, except the hallways are kind of sparse.
There's
How
no,
far
like...
away are they from the corner?
There's no like fire extinguisher or
I just
light
hop
bulb.
off, go past them, and then kind of clear my throat.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
That works.
That works. That totally works.
Also, yeah,
Also,
blaster
can I
shots are
get a
not
figure
posted.
for Legrim because I'm going to summon her when he starts doing this?
Okay, yeah, let me get Legrim first. Oh, fortunately, I had...
Having mouses and pouties is so useful.
There's Legrim for you.
Thank
Izzy,
you.
was it the 40?
That's why it's the House of Mouse.
I think it was 40 was the blaster. Okay, I'm gonna... Izzy,
Yeah, I
the
think
blaster
that's...
was the 40 damage? I believe?
I believe that is correct, yes.
I'm gonna be
Alright.
aiming my blaster while this is going on.
Okay,
Alright.
Basil, I'm rolling your stealth check. I'm confident that passes because you have that size modifier bonus. So Basil sneaks past these guys. But does anybody crit? Is anybody going to be a John Cena in this group? Never mind! One of them just crit failed.
Perfect.
Did you guys see?
Um,
Two of them just
Can I-
crit failed.
He distracts the other guards with some meaningless story.
Okay, okay.
Can I launch the first attack?
What, me?
So two of the guards just crit failed. Two of them didn't really notice anything as Basil sneaks past. But two of them are just kind of like staring at each other, and one of them has started juggling his power cells.
I want those. They contain delicious mana.
So Basil, what are you going to do?
Is everyone else in position?
I'm in position.
I will be right
I'm in
back.
position.
Assume I just carry people for a little bit.
Okay, I will
All right.
draw a map.
Once things are set for the rest of the group, I just kind of pardon me, gentlemen, but is there any way that you could point me toward the bridge? I'd like to meet the...
Yeah, they're going to look around mystified, then turn with their backs to the rest of the group and say, "Oh my gosh, a talking mouse!"
I think as soon as they turn around, Legrim is going to try to blow them all up and trigger AoE.
I'll
Yes, this is when we attack.
Yeah, okay, who had readied actions? That is the better question.
Yo,
I did.
All of us. This is the
All
plan.
of us.
the action.
Okay, we'll go through the list then. Where is the...
My initiative is also higher than it has been because of combat reflexes now being a
My
thing.
initiative is higher because I buffed myself.
What is your initiative now increased by, Dan?
I think it's just +1.
Yep.
So you're now at 5.25?
That sounds right, unless I had
Combat reflexes doesn't boost your basic speed. It just means you automatically win ties
Oh,
with people who don't have it.
Okay. I do have +2
So
dex right
the
now.
leader who has combat reflexes boosts the initiative of everyone in their squad.
That's
Oh, okay.
on avoiding surprise attacks.
For
Yeah.
surprise attacks.
Okay, never mind then. I
Okay.
do have +2 dex right now, so I guess I count as slightly higher.
Are you activating your buff for that? That's an
Is the-
activated buff, not a passive buff.
How long does it last?
1 minute once you shout your command phrase.
Oh, then never mind.
Muriella, what's your speed in this?
My speed is currently 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be bigger things for those buffs later.
This is the reason why Muriel is wandering around with a couple of passive things on herself.
Okay, so Orion, you're first. Orion? Sean? Shira?
Take aim with crossbow.
This is a sneak attack round. You would have already been aiming.
Okay then.
You
What's
already have the benefits of
distance?
aim.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
There's going to be some dead stormtroopers, aren't there?
There might be. Roll me to hit.
What's the distance modifier?
How far away are they on the map? Stupid turn order, move away. I need to check my... about 10 yards.
Oh, we're down there. Okay, actually.
Okay, that's definitely a hit.
Cool. So there's 5 of them. You shoot one of them. How much damage?
15 impaling damage. Or sorry, 16 impaling damage.
16 impaling damage. How much does the armor divisor?
Sorry, 17. Sorry, 17. And unless they are either of the two things,
Unless they are what?
either of my two
Special thing.
banes, none.
They are not. They are not either of your Banes. Oh, okay, so it's just 17 damage. Yeah, so you hit them in the armor, and one of them was just like, ow! And he's going to turn around.
That's some good DR.
That is some good DR.
Mhm.
Miriala,
Can I close to melee and swing the sword?
can you move 10 yards?
Who's riding Coco right now is the question.
I was going to, but if we need to switch, sure.
Yeah, you can ride if you want.
Okay, Muriel's riding Coco into melee.
Sure.
And I failed overconfident. No, Muriel's all out attacking.
Oh boy. Okay, roll it.
Do. First hit.
What's the armor pen on this?
Infinite.
Oh, right, this thing. Okay, you hit. Are you hitting the one that's turning around, or the ones that are with their back to you?
Muriel would be going for a sure kill first.
Okay, then no defense.
And 3 plus 7. Oops. And 21 cutting damage.
You cut one dude in half. Right through his armor and his blaster. Gone. Next up is Webby.
No, Izzy, I get a second attack. Muriel allowed it.
Oh. Second.
Hit.
Yep.
I'm gonna move myself to right next to them.
Coco, I'm moving you there as well.
Okay.
And is there another one that definitely isn't paying attention?
I mean, only one of them has turned around to face you guys, but they're kind of in a line trying to huddle around Basil. They're all in a line looking at Basil, except for the one dude that Orion shot.
Oh no, Muriel is totally backstabbing the ones who aren't paying attention.
Okay.
16 cutting damage on the second.
With infinite armor pen, yeah. I might have made that a little too powerful.
It is a lightsaber.
That is not a lightsaber.
It's not.
Oh, it's not a lightsaber.
Izzy, an important note, this is part of the reason why I told you gargoyle form is really strong.
Yeah. This is the Black Cauldron sword that I thought you guys were going to trade to Terran for his lightsaber.
Apparently not.
Apparently
Never
not.
trade that away. It's awesome.
Did you say Black Cauldron sword?
Yeah, the sword from the Black Cauldron.
When did we get a sword from the Black Cauldron?
It's the one with the crystal in the hilt from the treasure room in Atlantis. The thing you guys fished out.
that.
The thing you guys fished out of the water.
So why was that? Oh, you mean from the movie? For a second, I'm like, when did we pull something out of the Black Cauldron? Wouldn't it be incredibly?
No, you never pulled anything. It's the movie.
That makes more sense now.
Yeah, it's the sword from that movie. Okay,
Gotcha.
Webby, your go.
Well, I know how Legrim operates, so I'm gonna delay my turn till after her.
Fair. Legrim.
How many?
There are 3 dudes left over there, and in range will also be Basil, Coco, and Muriala.
It's a 2-yard radius, so do I have to hit all of them?
You can either hit the Stormtroopers and Basil, or the Stormtroopers and Muriala and Coco.
Coco can jump out. This is Legrim, because Legrim is actually the dickish kind of evil one.
Yep.
If you center it here,
That's true. If you just send it off to one side of the hallway,
Oh, I could just hit them then?
you'll get
yeah,
two-
center
you'll-
the attack here.
You'll get the 2 of them that are not paying attention. You will not get the one that is paying attention.
I guess I'll do that then.
Okay.
Because is dickish, but isn't going to purposely go out of their way to blow up allies. That's a pass.
Cool.
So that hits, and it is just it's an AoE, so it's kind of hard for them to dodge, especially if they're surprised.
Well, they're not paying attention, so yeah, it just hits.
Oh, it just hits.
Mm-hmm.
And this is 2d6 plus 2, completely ignores armor.
It does completely ignore armor. Okay.
13 damage. It bypasses everything.
Damn, almost max damage, too.
Okay, 2 more down. The only one that is left up is the one that Orion shot.
Alright, I'm gonna run up and try to Keyblade him.
Sure.
I can't actually cross the entire distance, so this is gonna be a throwing attack.
Sure.
Can I all-out attack and throw the Keyblade twice?
Sure, you could totally strike raid that.
Woo! Double strike raid!
You're learning how the Keyblade works.
2 hits.
Okay, he actually is going to try to dodge both of them. Yeah, he can fail the first one. That's fine. He's going to try the second one as well at a penalty. Does not pass since it says second dodge. So you hit both.
Alright, so we are gonna roll 3d6 in total of damage for each attack.
Okay.
So 16, 2 of it fire, and 9, 2 of it fire. But no, there's no armor pen on those, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, you beat the crap out of him to where he falls down to a knee, and he tries to start limping away. By the way, it is now Coco's turn.
Kill steal, peck him.
Pack.
Brawl.
Fail.
Yeah, he sees your giant bird beak coming in. He's just like, no, why? And he just drags himself away from your beak as you slam it and dent the metal floor. Mute, it's now your turn.
So what is left?
One stormtrooper who is trying to crawl his ass away.
And he's all the way down like at the end of the hallway.
Yes, he is.
Could Mute support 2 people because I would have been riding as well. I mean Coco as well.
Coco can. How much does gargoyle form weigh, Dick?
No, Coco is supporting gargoyle form by itself, probably.
Yeah, you're heavy.
Yeah, like I think I am roughly 400 pounds right now.
Yep. Sorry, Mute.
Okay, I'm just going to, I guess, hit him with the force push.
Sure.
Which is only 5 pounds of force at the moment, but maybe that will jostle his head a little.
Sure. Are you aiming for his head?
Sure.
Okay.
That's a pass by 0.
Okay, well, if you're aiming for head specifically, that is at a penalty then.
Just general body then.
Okay, guys, called shots is a thing, which this will especially be making note of because of where these guys' armor is. If you aim for vitals, you will always find a weak spot in the armor. I'll tell you this now for stormtroopers. Okay?
Okay. Just aiming at body. Pass. I do not know what TK push does as damage.
It's not going to be enough to really get through this armor. You might get 1 blunt force trauma. I'm just going to say, what is your swing damage? Roll that.
Swing damage at what the strength of the TK would be?
Yes. Which I'm assuming is going to be like nothing.
Yeah, that's going to be like...
Okay. You move him slightly, like you pull as he like
yeah,
tries.
That's a max of 3 damage. Okay.
Yeah, he tries.
TK pushing someone requires a 10 more than.
Yeah, he tries to crawl forward a little bit, and you just TK pull him back ever so slightly, and like his fingers are like trying to leave scratches in the floor. Basil, what are you gonna do?
Be honest,
his
I was half
jugular
listening
out.
to his food, but I don't know, they're not heartless. Is nobody Basil still with us?
Nope, just you. Nobody Basil is in Daybreak Town.
Okay. In that case, I just see if I can climb up one of the stormtroopers and
And what? You cut out.
see if I can block the vision by disrupting their eye holes or something.
Okay, you're literally just gonna jump in front of his viewfinder and just start poking it. Yeah, this guy's having a really bad day. Good job, guys. I'm gonna make you make a dexterity check just to see how quickly you can skirt. Yeah, okay. You get there. Dr. Boy. Dan?
I will fire my aimed shot down the hallway. So the blaster says it gets a +12 to accuracy. I assume that's not off of 1 round of aiming.
No, you can have.
Yes, that is in fact off of 1 round of aiming.
I'm calling bullshit and not giving you a blaster that good.
All right, what do I get off of? It's because it's a
Okay,
scope. What do I get
you
off
want me to
of?
find a different set of stats for you then?
Just give it a +3.
Okay.
Let me see those stats.
This is a basic laser. Actually, no, sorry. We could actually. There's probably a better one we could do instead. Plasma weapons. This is actually what is appropriate for Star Wars blasters.
Okay. Did you pass,
I'm
Dan?
going to modify the stats for you.
I need to figure out what the. Well, I need to figure out exactly what I'm rolling.
Izzy, I'm going to put some new stats in for this.
Please do. I will look them over. It should be beam weapons, Dan.
No,
It's
I know.
Still beam weapon. I think he's saying he needs to know what to roll for his actual attack.
Yes.
Well, just roll and see how much it matters by.
Fair enough.
'Cause if you roll a 7, that's almost certainly a hit.
If you
Does
roll a
weapon
3, it's always going to be a crit.
Oh, I
So
didn't
you
realize.
can aim for that.
See, I didn't realize Beam Weapon had its own thing. Crap. This is
He
actually not a
pulls
good roll.
2 other guns at -4.
Okay, that's not as bad then. What's the accuracy?
Izzy, I have a 5D weapon with accuracy 6. 1 rate of fire.
Make it a 4D weapon, and I'll call that good.
All right, we will swap it down to the next lowest thing, which is the hand flamer, which is 4D accuracy 3.
Okay. So,
Yeah, that works. Yes.
Very concealable.
pass by 1.
Okay. He can't really. He's at a penalty to dodging because his turn hasn't refreshed, and Basil is blocking his line of sight.
And he's crawling on the
And
ground.
he's crawling. Yeah, he's.
Well, I don't, not to rules this too much, but I believe being prone gives him a penalty for Dr. Boy to hit, but with a ranged
Yeah,
attack.
it's like I think it's -2 or -4 to dodge.
I'm not going to draw this out. He's pretty much dead. He's dead in the water.
We launched an ambush with high damage.
Yeah, he is dead in the water. Dr. Boy, I roll damage. You did roll.
15.
What is the armor divisor on that?
None.
None.
It is, however, if something, however, treats everything as being highly flammable. If that becomes
Well,
relevant.
considering he already only was at like 2 HP, you guys have successfully burned this guy down. So
Yeah.
congratulations, you guys have killed your first squad of stormtroopers, which I believe is your first non-heartless casualties in game.
Or non-nobody,
Well, there was
which
the
is the
one I
thing of
stabbed
like,
through the face a few minutes ago.
Oh yeah, that one too. Dr. Boy got the first, somebody kill.
With a
Dr.
red
Boy
light-
drew first blood.
with a red lightsaber, nonetheless.
was anyone else kind of just expecting them to disappear?
No, they're
No, not really.
like that. This is what happens when people die.
Good job, troops.
Hey,
Hey, we technically did kill Magica. She just, has a respawn ability from the.
Well,
As
yeah, because it takes a few it takes a while before your dead body can't just be raised by allies.
by any
And
chance,
if you have a re-raise ability equipped,
What's up, Will?
can I take one of their helmets so that we can listen to their radio?
I'm gonna
would any of us fit in their armor?
Technically,
no.
me.
You guys will fit in their armor, but not really. Also, 2 of these armors have been literally cut in half. One of them is like, you take the helmet off the last guy whose like entire face has just been badly burned because he lit on fire after the blaster.
All I need is one helmet with a functioning radio. I
It
just
has
want to be able to hear.
It has a functioning helmet. The guy just has
Izzy.
it's just a burned face though.
In regards to no one quite fitting in the armor, you're not going to take the opportunity for the line of, aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
The only person who actually fits the proportions of that armor is maybe Orion.
No.
Yeah.
Orion's on the shorter side.
You're the
Yeah.
Mute is shorter than you. Dr. Boy, Webby, and Coco and Basil can't fit in the armor, and Muriella's got frickin' bat wings.
I mean, Muriel's one who could technically fit into any armor, but not going to right now.
Yeah, so like the armor is like it will be obvious that the bluff will get called immediately.
Like, it depends on how Scooby-Doo-esque Izzy is willing to be with this, which it sounds like not very. So we're just going to take the helmet so we have the radio, so we can listen to their comms, and go on.
Yeah, I'm not Scooby-Dooing it. I'm not Scooby-Dooing this world specifically.
That's fair.
Everybody make me a perception check.
If I knew how often these were going to be rolled, I would have made this higher.
No.
Passed by 1,
Also
and
passed
since
by
the
one.
Grim is still out,
I feel like you've been saying that since like session 10, Sean.
I haven't had a. I have so many things to put points into that perception is too low on the list. And Legrim passes by 5.
Okay, so Webby and Legrim passed by 5. Let's see what Basil does. Basil passes by 8, of course.
That's what he do.
Yeah, okay, so first off, everybody, you start hearing loud sirens wailing. Webby, because you have that helmet, I'm going to say Legrim and Basil can also hear this, just very quietly. All troops, report to Sector 18. There has been a breach. All troops, report to Sector 18. There has been a breach.
Okay, so I have the map on my smartphone, so I know where Sector 8 is.
You do.
I can guide us away from that?
You can. Sector 18 is actually back the way you guys came.
Oh, that's good.
Where the cannons are.
So that gives us. So that hopefully, if we take the right path to where we're going, will hopefully let it help us avoid people.
Mm-hmm. That is
All right, so let's find the prison block.
And I'm not going. And I'm going to purposely not think of at the moment who the hell probably is the type of person that it would have triggered all of this and is now in danger.
Also, okay, so you guys are gonna head. Roll me stealth, and I'll keep your perception rolls as was, but roll me stealth and navigation for Webby and Dr. Boy for navigation.
I don't have the navigation necessary.
Oh, okay, then just Webby.
But everyone for stealth.
Everybody for stealth.
Wasn't it mostly those of us who are being in like the front?
Yeah, the front is the ones that matter. So Webby, Mira, and who else is in the front?
Me.
Okay, then you two.
Yay.
Okay, good. Seems like
I rocked that.
What's your
Both of them.
Okay, so as you guys are getting there effectively without to the oh gosh, what the hell is the jail cell called in the Death Star? The detention center. With relatively little hindrance. What you guys do notice is as you are getting close, that same, dark kind of, like prickling feeling is kind of triggering on those of you who are Force users. And down one dark hallway, you guys are hearing...
My, that sounds strangely ominous.
Well, it sounds like someone has trouble breathing. I hope they're okay.
I don't like this. Webby, can we not go down that hallway?
Well, let's see. There aren't a lot of great ways to get to the prison block from here.
Oh, let me rephrase. That is not on the way to the prison block. That is an adjacent hallway to the prison block.
So let's just quickly go to the prison block and ignore this.
Yeah. It seems like, however, that it's getting closer.
Shit.
Well, we'll have to go fast. This is now a run mission.
How fast do you want to go right now?
Well, let's grab the 2 people we need to rescue.
The problem is we're only as fast as our slowest member.
So the slowest members can ride on Coco.
Yeah, who's slow?
Dive ahead.
Get on me.
Well, here's the thing. How fast
What
is
counts as
Muriella?
slow?
Muriella's move 8 by herself.
You're pretty fast
Um,
then.
Mute is only move 5.
It's on me.
I'm like move 4.
Move 4.
As
The
is-
Grim is-
1 minute.
I'm
Grim
That's
is
definitely-
probably
moved-
the lowest, but can easily ride Coco or
The
anyone.
Grim is move
Muriella
6.
has 5 on herself.
I can probably deal with everyone but Muriella. Like you
Muriella's-
all have like half of you have like negligible weight.
Lex, Muriella is currently move 11. She can follow behind.
Well,
You're-
remember, we're probably going to need Coco to also carry the 2 prisoners. 'Cause they're probably
Well,
small.
let's get some distance first. Izzy, how straight away is this?
After we get-
This is winding corridors.
We still also have another objective after we rescue the prisoners, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we
we
want to make. Once we rescue the prisoners, that gives them, I assume, a location of us. So we need to move quickly from there.
I don't know if I can use an enhanced move if it's like not a reasonably straight.
You've got like 50 yards of straight corridor, abrupt right angle turns from there, which are going to lead into, like.
I
It's
mean, I
like,
probably can with some checks.
yeah, you can. You will be making some dexterity checks.
All right, then everybody on the Coco train, other than Muriella, and let's go.
Yeah. The space rangers are going to be like, go on ahead. We've got to deal with the deflector shield. And
Avoid that hallway.
no, this has been put off for far too long.
I give Buzz a look.
By the way, at the far end of the hallway, guys, you see a red sword flicker into existence.
Izzy, why do you
Time
want
to go.
murder Buzz Lightyear?
Huh?
Buzz,
Why do you want to murder Buzz Lightyear?
may your heart be your guiding key.
There's no fucking way Buzz is going to win this fight.
Yeah, no, yours should look like, or something more useful. Buzz, strike with all the swiftness and vengeance that you need, and give him a buff.
I will.
Buzz,
He
he
mur-
has a lightsaber. You're not gonna be able to do much to him.
He murdered my father. And then from the distance, no. I
Did you come,
It's
I
Darth
am-
Zerg!
I
God.
am your father.
Izzy? I hate you so much.
Izzy, I hate you so much, but also Muriella's giving Buzz +5 dex for this fight.
Why did you give Zerg a lightsaber, Izzy?
Because he's merged with Vader. Because
God
if
damn
you've seen Toy Story 2, that's
I know.
canon.
I know.
I know.
God damn it.
Izzy, Muriella's giving Buzz +5 dex.
Yeah, it's totally okay. XR is gonna transform into a sword.
He'll be fine, guys.
Rip. Can we just order XR's gravestone right now?
Nope, we're gonna give them all the power we can, and, call it good.
Yeah. Mira and Booster are actually gonna head to the deflector shield.
Are gonna what?
They're gonna head to the shield, going in a different direction. These two are gonna
Well,
fight
fuck.
Zerg.
Okay. The Grim is going to, because that was a 4, the Grim is going to go, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to join in and help you try and blow up this big boss.
Great.
Because
You can stay behind and do that.
Because Legrim is just like, what do I care? And it's just like, oh. The thing of like, Legrim doesn't care about dying because summon.
Yep.
That's actually good.
I
and
love it.
But Legrim is normally too callous to actually go, yeah, let me help out. But I rolled a fucking 4 against disadvantage, so yes, Legrim is helping out in that fight.
So Darth Zerg is fighting off against Buzz Lightyear, XR Saber, and Legrim.
Who is a Final Fantasy boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like actually Grim's got the edge here
Well,
in
see,
terms
the
of
thing
like
is-
lore powers.
Well, range area attacks that he can't parry while keeping while staying behind Buzz and Xer, who are there for the hey, he can't get at you.
Buzz's main way of fighting is shooting his wrist laser.
Yeah, but she's still going to be hiding behind them.
Buzz
Yeah,
is
but
also-
remember,
They're meat
in
shield.
this
remember he's got
metaphor,
karate chop
Buzz is
action.
also Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Buzz also has a gravity shield, so
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. I'm gonna leave.
Yes, we need to focus on our mission.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's keep going on. Let's focus on our mission.
I'm gonna leave these guys in the corner now because they'll pop up again later. Also, in your comm links, you guys hear, "I'm a watch."
He's fine.
Can we remind me to find a way to mute specific audio channels?
But what if he actually gets in danger and needs help?
He'll be fine.
We'll
I
cross
believe
that
in
bridge when we
Terran.
get to it.
I feel like you're just saying that with the he'll be fine.
I'm actually starting to legitimately believe he will be fine.
He probably will be.
Mute, look me straight in the eyes. He'll be fine.
Did you actually take that as a power?
No, Mute's gullible. He'll believe
Yeah,
that.
he's
God.
gullible.
He'll believe him.
I'll believe that unless Coco tells me otherwise. I will.
You
believe it.
sense unsureness, but also like a sense of disbelief that Terran has gotten as far as he has.
Yeah.
Terran, I believe, spent all of his points into luck and super luck, and stealth.
It's not an.
No, there's something more to it than that.
There's a bit more to it than that, but I'm not saying.
He might. My guess is that he has destiny, but
I have destiny.
He does.
that's out of character guessing.
He does not have destiny. I will tell you that for guarantee.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, luck, super luck, and stealth explains 90% of things.
And serendipity.
Yeah.
But
Well,
not his
anyway,
like ability to just pick up these
prison
skills
block.
like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Webby
Let's keep
goes to
going
the
forward.
prison block.
Okay, so as you guys enter the prison block, you notice there are 3 more stormtroopers in there manning
I'm
different
far
stations.
behind. Izzy, tell me when Muriel arrives.
Well, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to plan your assault here because I need to pee and fill up my water. So you can plan this assault real quick. There's 3 of them at the controls.
3
Otherwise, you guys remember
stormtroopers.
what this thing looks like from Star Wars: A New Hope, right?
So, do we think we can actually do a prison transfer?
There is this,
No.
this, and then there are a bunch of cells lining the walls.
I mean, easiest way. Let's in. I'll probably go lightsaber this time because we're going to be in closer quarters.
I'll be right back. Plan your stuff out.
Yeah,
Hey,
honestly.
what is the insane size modifier you get from being tiny?
From what?
From being very small? Because I don't have stealth trained, but theoretically, like,
Whatever your size mod is, gives you a bonus to stealth of that much.
Yep.
what is the size mod bonus to stealth that Baz?
What is your size mod?
Well, I'm regular normal size. I meant like Basil.
Oh.
What bonus of stealth do you get for being a tiny mouse?
A lot.
I'd imagine like between +7 and +9, probably.
Because I believe Dr. Goodboy is fast enough just to get over behind them as soon as they get slightly distracted, smack them with the lightsaber.
So
If I turn into Tiny Mouse and sneak over with a lightsaber with Basil, then that gives us 2 more things to strike with, and I can hand off the fish hook to Basil as I transform.
So how tall is Basil standing upright?
3.9 inches.
So that is a size mod, I think of -8. So you would get +8 to your stealth
-7.
check? -7? Okay.
-7 for size mod, and I'm not sure what that does for stealth.
It gives you +7 to stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
So that actually gives me a reasonable stealth score. So I could go with over there with Basil, turn it normal size with lightsaber to smack them. Basil can use the other thing to size as well to join the fight, or go Komodo Dragon or something else.
I mean, Komodo Dragon was decently easy to use, so maybe I could use it.
We did not give you a lightsaber yet, have we?
I was thinking about trying to
build one if they could make one small enough for me to handle, but I also was insanely busy and didn't have time to actually look into how to spend.
You just spent 5 points of experience on Signet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd have enough to do that. Like, can you make a lightsaber small enough for me to wield normally, or would I like need to somehow cart around one that is normal sized?
I mean, unless we can find a kyber crystal that minuscule.
Okay, I return.
I mean, you could probably get a piece of one.
Devin, I feel like someone normal size could carry it for you during most things, and then when you get big.
We hand it off.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I was gonna try
He
this
dual
force
wields
power, but I think I should
lightsaber
probably do
fishhook.
telekinesis just so I can wield a lightsaber in the air.
You could also do that. They're pretty light. If you got up to like TK, probably level 4 or 5, you'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Actually, I'll double check the.
what do you need in order to TK wield a lightsaber?
Well, first you need to be able to wield a lightsaber, which is A, force sensitive, and B, whatever the beam weapon skill is, and then you can just make it at
Force sword.
range.
It defaults to short sword -4, correct?
Correct.
Maybe. So yeah, it effectively allows you to make those checks at range.
They were asking what strength of TK they would need, and I'm just double checking what the weight on the sword is.
It's not a lot.
Strength requirement: TK level 2 will let you wield a lightsaber telekinetically. Level 1 will give you a -1 penalty to your checks.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you guys have a plan for this?
I think the plan is just to blitz them down.
I think it's.
I was thinking of running over using fishhook to be Basil size to sneak up behind them with Basil, and then go normal size to smack them with lightsaber.
That's actually a legit plan. Okay.
And then pass off the hook to me so I can do something to contribute.
Okay, so there's 3 guards. One is in this one main control booth, and the other 2 are kind of just patrolling up and down the corridor.
Where are we?
You guys would be at the entrance over here.
Ho ho ho.
Actually, put yourselves in this circle thing. That is the entrance.
There is no way Muriel is keeping up with Coco, so she is not present right now.
Well, they took a few
Well, would
seconds
we-
to plan.
Well, would we wait up for you before
Yeah.
we go? Let's ambush things.
What-
Yeah, this is another ambush attack, so we have enough time to wait for Muriel to catch up.
The question is, what's Coco's speed?
I'm way down a little, so it's
We
probably
won.
like 16 sprinting.
Nick, we weren't that far away from the prison block, so
Oh, we weren't?
No.
It was like 20 minutes of, running.
Oh, no. Muriel is like 2 or 3 minutes behind that.
That said, if you guys want to stay together, that's not the worst plan.
yeah, I don't think we'd all sprint in front of you. Like, the need for speed kicks in after we have the prisoners rescued. Because I assume that this jailbreak is going to set off a localized alarm.
Unless we're very good at hacking some.
Yeah, unless you guys have computer operations.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do.
I do, but I assume not for this tech level.
Well,
What's a computer?
we'll see.
Look,
I've al- I've also
computer
begun-
systems and look, a computer system in this type of area is of course going to be the whatever cheapest thing you can get, because who cares about the prison system?
Mm-hmm.
This is lowest bidder. We're fine.
I guess they do kind of
We'll be
have a
fine.
pseudo Alcatraz here in that if you escape, where the hell are you gonna go?
That is kind of accurate, actually.
Alright. There. Oh, Muriel's running around, still fully buffed with haste. She's like, yeah, let's just go in and blitz them. Basil make noises again.
Are Basil and Mute gonna sneak in and make noises with the fishhook?
Yep. Well, my noise might be lightsaber stab.
Okay, so make your guys move up, make stealth checks, please. You have bonuses because of size.
Good thing I got a bonus.
that bonus.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Number 3. Yeah, no, they have no idea. Yep, so you guys managed to successfully sneak past them.
So it is the turn back to human while dropping slash hand.
So notice there's 3 of them. Which you can't be behind all 3 of them. Which one are you sneaking behind and stabbing?
Basil, do you have a preference? Because I need to hand off the fishhook to you.
What was that before handing off the fishhook?
Do you have a preference of who I should be behind to stab? Because I guess we're going to both be behind the same effectively.
Okay.
I'm guessing we don't want to be behind the middle one because we want
probably
that.
not, because then we're in a crossfire.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about this one in the lower corner?
Sure.
Okay. Are you guys going to wait for them to attack first?
I think that was the idea.
Yep. So going to drop slash hand off fishhook to Basil as I turn back to human, and then stab this stormtrooper in the back with my lightsaber.
Okay. Well, roll me your lightsaber check. Because I'm pretty sure if you get these guys with a lightsaber, they're just dead. There's no 2 ways about it.
I mean, 60 armor divisor 5 probably.
I mean, you guys could roll like crap, but does that pass your check?
Yes.
Okay, they do not get a defense because, well, yeah, you're behind them, and it's a surprise round. So
how much damage do I roll?
6d.
Just 5d6?
Yes.
Oh, it's 66 armor divisor 5.
Oh, so I roll 1 more d6?
Don't bother. You bisect the dude. Good job. He's dead.
I feel kind of bothered by all this murder, guys.
In the meantime, I'm going to, once I have the hook, I'm going to transform into a bear like Kenai and bum rush the one up.
I just deleted the freaking bear. Oh, no, wait, I still have it. I still have it.
You ruin everything you love, Izzy.
All right.
Was Kenai a brown bear or a grizzly?
I don't actually know.
Grizzly.
Because one is significantly scarier than the other.
Yeah.
Well, you can choose which one you want to be controlled by, or which one you want to be.
Well, yeah, but I having never seen a grizzly bear in my life until I met Kenai, I'm turning into whatever kind of bear Kenai was.
All right, there you go. You have Bearsel.
Bearsel! The greatest of bears!
That was terrible.
It is. So congratulations, guys. You have killed 1 person.
And a stormtrooper.
Hey, we
Do I
killed
still
a lot
have
of stormtroopers so
do I still
far.
have a move to try and get the second guy?
Your move was to get. Oh, actually, if you guys, the problem is
Because this was a surprise round, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, as soon as you transform to big size, they're gonna notice you.
Yeah, but that still means
Yeah, that's still a distraction. So I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, you can bum rush the guy in the center. I don't think you're getting across to the other guy.
All right, works for me.
So make your roll. Do you have brawling?
On my own character?
Yes, on your own. Okay. Somebody, what does brawling default to?
Dex. You just roll Dex.
Okay.
You get no damage bonuses. You have major problems if your foe has a weapon.
What is your dexterity?
Actually, okay. It's me see. 13.
13, and you rolled an 11.
Yeah.
Is brawling at a penalty? I want to think it is, but it might not be. Brawling, easy. There is.
It's just straight dex. The actual brawling skill gives you bonus damage if you have ranks in it.
All right, so never mind. You are just a bear that hit this dude. And I'm going to say your swing damage, assuming strength 15.
No, Izzy, brawl. It's all thrust damage.
Oh, it's all thrust damage?
This is why unarmed combat is a pain in the ass.
Yep, 1d plus 1.
He probably has large claws, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That's one of the reasons bears are terrifying when they're big.
That would just make it deal cutting damage, wouldn't it?
You just deal cutting damage instead of crushing damage.
So
still
one-
1d plus 1, but cutting damage.
Yep, roll me 1d plus 1.
1d plus. Oh, 1d6 plus
yeah,
1?
Yeah, 1d6 plus 1. I can't believe I forgot these tokens. That's actually very depressing. I need to fix this right now.
Forgot what tokens.
Don't worry about it.
Do I remember how to use
I assume Wilbur and Princess Belch.
Okay. Nope. Roll.
That is accurate. Princess Belch is apparently not uploading.
There we go.
That's her name until somebody tells me otherwise.
Seems like
I'm not sure how I got a 5 instead of a 6, but whatever.
Alrighty. Well, you scratch into.
I was actually. Can I like freight train him into the opposite wall while his other buddy?
I'm just going to say, yeah, you can use your brute strength to like muscle him into a wall. It's not going to do any damage, but you're definitely knocking him off his feet. I'll give you that much.
Definitely what?
You're definitely knocking him off of his feet.
Okay.
All right, with that, I guess we're going to start the rest of the surprise round. So, Orion, you're first.
Called shot shoulder.
Okay.
It's Stormtrooper weak point. Even arrows break through it.
You know what? For amusement, I'll allow it.
I don't know this reference.
The Ewoks.
Yeah.
It hits.
He doesn't see you, so roll damage.
Like, from a flavor
14.
perspective, he could just as easily call shot neck, but this is more fun.
Yeah. Is this the center one or is this the top one? Which one did you aim at?
Top one.
Top one. Okay. Top one has taken some damage. Next up is Muriela.
Run in, slice.
That one's already dead.
That one's already dead.
Run in, slice.
Roll it.
Muriel still does not consider these guys threats, so 100% all out attacking.
Sure.
Pass.
Yep. He can't.
In their defense, we have yet to see the stormtroopers actually get to take an action.
Yeah, that is correct.
Apart from
Yes.
Runaway.
15.
Well, run away after, in all honesty, trying to run away or surrender would have been the correct choice. In all honesty, trying to surrender would have been the correct choice.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. You got you cut him in half as well. Armor's ruined. He is just like a bloody pile of mess on the floor.
Izzy, remember, Stormtrooper armor was designed such that it would protect from everything major. The reason the shoulder is the lower thing, because they can easily take the medical, patch them up, and send them back out.
Yes, I know.
Also, major definitely means blaster fire and not swords.
Not DR penetrating swords, no.
No.
Yeah, that would make sense, that the armor would be designed specifically for energy weapons and not for physical weapons.
Because in all honesty, if you allowed your enemy to get into melee range with a sword against you, you probably did something pretty horribly wrong in combat.
At the same time, though, the armor was designed during the peak of the Jedi Order.
No, it wasn't.
No. It was redesigned after the fall of the Jedi Order.
Yeah, they explicitly say
Yeah,
this.
remember? It's the clone army that attacks the Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
so they had armor that could
Isn't
handle
it a clone
lightsabers.
squad with the one dude at the head of it?
Yeah, there's a clone squad in Star Wars Rebels where Rex is just like, this is not clone armor, as he, he literally shot puts the helmet at a stormtrooper, knocking him out. He's like, I can't see in these things. Like, aren't you used to this type of armor? This is not clone armor. Fuck you, Jedi. I'm sorry, I enjoyed Rebels.
I should try watching it at some point when I have the time.
Rebels was so much better when you tried to ignore the fact that Ezra existed.
Yes.
Was that a particularly contentious character?
He was the main character.
Oh, okay.
Like, audience point of view character. That's
Gary,
Like, I've been meaning to watch it, and I've been debating watching Clone Wars because I only saw like 2 episodes of it, and the 2 episodes I saw were okay.
I felt
definitely
Clone
watch Clone Wars. Definitely watch Clone Wars.
Yes.
Which do you mean the Gendy Tarkovsky or the actual like CG clone?
I meant the
The
CG,
CG.
the 2D animation.
Like, watch the prequels for the memes, and watch the CG for an actual decent story.
Yes.
One of the very few episodes I watched of that was a R2D2 solo focus episode because it happened to have been on in a room I was in.
We're getting off topic here. I will just say for the record that both the animated CG film series I think were very good. I think there were bits of them that I didn't like, but overall I liked them both. Now, why the hell are you? Go away! Why is this character? Okay, there we go.
You know, Terran's bad when I prefer Ezra over Terran.
Okay, so next up is who's after Muriella? Webby.
All right.
There's one dude left in the center. He's currently been tackled by a bear.
Well, if he's on the ground, I have an bonus to hit him with a melee attack, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Let's clobber this guy with an all-out attack.
Sure.
Keyblade Ho. Those are both going to connect.
Sure. Roll damage for both.
13 with a small amount of fire damage. And 9 with a small amount of fire
Yeah,
damage.
he's just like, what is going on? He's
Clunk!
Yeah,
Clunk! Sparkly stars flying everywhere
Yeah.
in multicolor.
Coco, you're next.
Peck,
You're running in and pecking. Roll it.
I guess. Succeed by. Do I succeed at that? I think I succeed by nothing.
Okay. You hit. He's at a penalty because you're meleeing him and he's on the ground.
Can't remember the last time I've hit something.
Oh, you just did. Roll damage.
I don't remember you missing that often. I didn't think you had problems with that.
No, I mean like attacking. Period. Actually, I do miss by 1. I apologize. So
You missed one. Once again, they're trying to crawl away from that beak of steel as it embeds itself into the console.
Wait, if he gets a bonus from him being prone, wouldn't that?
Oh
still
yeah, that's
hit?
right. You have a +2 for melee.
Oh, then I do hit.
Roll me damage.
I forget what my damage is. 1 minute.
What is your swing?
I have legit forgot what this is. I haven't swung in so long.
All right. What's your strength?
It is 11.
1d + 1.
So 2.
Poke. Mute. Your go.
The one in front of me is down, correct?
He's dead. Not down. Dead. I want that to weigh on Mute. That one's dead too.
Wait, which one's still alive?
The one in the center surrounded by everybody else.
Okay.
One is getting curb stomped.
The one that's getting curb stomped by people with not DR penning weapons.
Yeah, we're just bludgeoning this guy to death.
Move and attack, spending an FP to do so,
Sure.
and that will be a hit. Like,
Okay. He will try to. No, never mind. He's roll damage. If you have an average roll, he dies.
is it 5d6 or 66?
66. 66 armor divisor 5. Lightsabers are really good.
Yeah, apparently. I
Yeah.
somewhat regret putting any points in short sword.
He dead. Yeah, you again, you just like right through the top of his helmet.
As I note, Sean, you can buy up from your skill default or other skills.
Yeah, I probably will do that until like I get it so that the force sword has more.
Okay, so yeah, this is cleared, and yeah, there's alarms going off, but there were alarms going off before you guys even came into the room.
All right.
Yeah, didn't we get any of these guys before they got an alarm off?
You know what the Keyblade's really good at? Unlocking doors.
That's true.
I'm gonna unlock all of them.
That's a bad idea.
Roll me a luck check.
Why is it a bad idea to unlock all of them?
Because there might be dangerous people inside.
Some
Yes,
of the prisoners
dangerous
might
people
not.
who were being held by the stormtroopers.
Some of the prisoners might not be political prisoners.
Some of the
But
prisoners
all-
might be
But all
Some
of
of the
them
prisoners
are
might be
the
hungry.
enemy of my enemy.
Yeah.
Some of
release
these
them all,
prisoners
they
might
will
be
help us
extremely
fight.
hungry and want to eat roast duck or plucked chocobo.
If they want to do that, then well.
I don't feel like those people would be in the prison block.
Well, just open all of them and we'll see what happens. And
Whatever. Webby's opening them all because she has the power to do that.
Takes 2
Yeah.
tries to regenerate.
And can Dr. Goodboy make it so that this does not send an alarm out?
I
Or
will
try
try.
to.
I do have computer operations. What would the normal penalty be, and do I get any mitigation of that because I've been was studying with like the droid and
You
other
can have you can take a total of +2 to your.
total of +2. Okay, you're gonna be a very good roll then.
Wilbur? Wilbur?
Pass by 6.
Wilbur? Wilbur!
Unconscious.
Come on! Ugh.
Is Wilbur not a duck?
No,
You kn-
he's this weird monkey thing.
Human?
Is he?
I'm pretty sure human should
Yeah,
have come
that's
up
what
at
they're
this point.
called.
Is he a normal human?
He's totally a normal human.
God damn it, he's just a human.
You know, I'm really surprised. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm really
wait,
surprised by
wait.
this.
Webby,
Can I use
Webby.
first aid to try to wake him up?
You can try.
And can we get the other prisoners out because they're like a bunch of
So
other
Webby,
people
this
that need to
entire
rescue?
time you've been thinking that Mute and I are weird monkey things?
And
Well,
she's
I
not
think
wrong.
somebody said that you're human once, but yeah, kinda.
Like you are what you are frankly one of the most boring species in the multiverse. Some weird monkey thing. I met a guy who literally lived among monkeys. He was an interesting person.
So with a pass first aid by 4 and
that's
having a first aid kit, can I get some like smelling salts and wake Wilbur up?
You cannot wake him up.
Okay,
Shoot.
we'll
Is he
carry
really
him.
injured?
Here, Muriela, help me get him onto Coco.
Yeah,
Is he
get.
really injured?
What's up? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Are they injured? Do they have?
It looks like there are a lot of like needle marks in their arms and whatnot.
So they're drugged.
They're drugged.
Yeah, let's get them onto Coco, and let's get and let's finish
is
opening
this
the
Princess
doors.
Belch?
One moment. Let me see how long this is gonna take me to do it in this stupid, terrible ass place.
Or are there more
It
prisoners?
takes 3 times for Muriel chanting the spell to actually cast Neutralize Toxin on Wilbur.
Okay, he's still not going to get up.
Because
Well,
he's still
I
conscious.
removed whatever poison they put in him.
Is this Princess Belch?
Well, she's the only other person here.
Oh, so
I
there's just
guess
nobody
so.
else in the prison block.
Yeah. I,
She's
Well,
also
let's get her
unconscious?
onto let's get her onto Coco as well.
I should have thought that out better. There probably could have been a few more people.
Oh well.
You can randomly give us people now.
So-
of just like, I had no plan to use the series, so here you go.
Yeah, we were just gonna set them all free and let them run around the Death Star distracting people.
Yep.
And probably getting shot.
Their
not a
blasters
problem.
here, there's like half a stormtrooper's worth of armor.
How
Well,
many-
like, they're welcome to go where they want, but we're going deeper. So
Well, no, they're all every prisoner is unconscious.
Okay, so we stack the prisoners up on Coco and start going towards our next
not-
goal.
I'm not done. I have more images.
They're all fucking unconscious, aren't they?
They're all fucking unconscious.
God.
well, I'll at least leave the doors open in case they want to wake up. That is a
Also, can
heartless.
we?
Heartless.
That is looks kind of like a Heartless, but isn't. Looks similar to Mocha.
God
But
damn
Mocha
it.
is a heartless.
You know what?
Mocha's
no,
half a
no,
heartless.
wait, no, I'm doing it. I'm gonna see if I can contact Mocha.
We have the cell phone.
I pass.
Yeah, but I don't have any signal.
You guys don't have any signal in here.
No, it's
Also-
not
Matter for Mocha?
Oh,
Also-
you're doing that, Nick?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god, Nick. Oh my god.
Izzy, pass by 2 for my hidden lore, Heartless.
Looks like a Heartless, but does not have any symbols on it. Doesn't appear to be a Heartless, though. Again, very similar to Mocha, who...
Yeah, that's what I was just going. You know what? No, I'm gonna contact Mocha and see if she is either available or able to explain this.
Hold on a second.
Also, can we get a better version of the staticky image if that's who the princess we're supposed to pick up is?
No. You can get a better image of her later.
Okay.
I zoomed in as close as I could. I don't recognize her.
It's
But it
too
is an image
staticky
of a
for me.
real person.
It is an image of a real person, which is... You guys would not recognize this person as of right now.
I was
Does
wrong
anyone
on my guess.
Like that's some live Disney Channel show?
That's a good...
Is this like That's So Raven or
I'm
something?
not answering that question presently. Hold on, there was one other person I wanted to stick in here. Who else am I sticking in here? No, none of you.
If we release Hillary Duff, I'm leaving.
It's not Xena. She was blonde, I believe.
I mean, there's no guarantee we haven't released Shia LaBeouf during this.
I mean, that's fine. He'll probably chop off Darth Vader's leg with an axe or something.
And eat him.
Sure.
And eat it, yes.
Yep.
Yep, and eat him.
We just need to use the fish hook to turn the human party members into not humans. And seeing as one of the other human party members is a nobody, they might not count as it being cannibal, so we're fine.
I can't find the image of the last thing I wanted to stick in here. What the hell? I'm not going to be that cruel. Okay, you know what? Screw
Do
it.
we get Doggy Kruger's wife just randomly shows up?
No,
They get
those
the
are the
NFTP.
5 people you get. You get Wilbur, you get 2 girls, you get a fat dude, and you get this thing.
Hey man, don't define him by his weight. He's got a cool hat.
Okay, but there are more people here, so now I need to contact Who's His Face and make sure we know who Princess Belch is.
Well, it's one of the two. I'm pretty sure it's one of these two.
Porkins, I need to know which one of these two is Princess Belch.
She's... He's snorting. Actually, you hear...
Like, I'm trying to rescue her here, dude. You have to answer this question.
Stop taking cocaine while we're trying to get information.
You guys hear over the comms, Porkins, you're flying too low. I got this! Porkins, pull up. I got this. Ah!
There it is.
I don't even care.
Well, he'll still be alive, and he'll be able to breathe in the ocean.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Uh,
Thank you for reminding me that humans need air.
Oh, you guys are in a pickle. Oh, that's right. You guys said you're summoning.
I really hope you add those to the this conversation to the quotes.
You guys can add whatever you want to the quotes. It's not just limited to me.
And I think it's limited to you.
No, it's not. Anybody can do it.
I don't think I've seen anyone else do it, therefore it's... Moving on.
Okay, so you're doing the thing and summoning Midna, Nick?
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing the thing.
What?
Who's Linda?
I'm sorry, Mocha. Damn it.
Okay.
Don't be a dick. Yeah,
Mocha, do you know what these people's names are?
no. No. No.
Well,
No. No. She's gonna look at the dark being in there and just hit the panel on the door, reclosing it. Let that one be.
what is it?
Same thing I am.
Okay.
So it's a Heartless?
A fallen Keyblade wielder. Not quite a Heartless, but very close.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem.
They started calling themselves Darklings, and those that got a little bit too closer to his teachings started, tapping more and more into their dark powers.
I'm sorry, who's?
Okay, I want to analyze this. Webby, can you reopen the door?
Actually, given that we've found Wilbur and Princess Belch, and we're kind of on a clock here, I think we need to get going.
No, this is important. Can you reopen the door so I can see what is actually happening with one of these that is not sentient and like...
Oh no! No! You do not want him to wake up. He's a dick.
I'm not going to wake him up. I'm going to analyze his heart, soul, aura thing.
Time's up. I get Princess Belch onto Coco. We're leaving.
When you say not sentient, they're still sentient.
I'm not going to wake him up.
They're like me.
Ride, Coco. Take us on to the
Which
honestly,
one?
light super crystal.
Yeah,
thing.
I'm not going to indulge you here, Muriala. We're going.
Okay, who are you putting on Coco?
Everyone.
Muriel is having an argument with Mocha while you're putting people on...
The two unconscious people.
There's 4
Say
unconscious people.
Look, Mocha, you
Oh,
are
4
an
unconscious people.
absolutely fascinating... Like, what happened is really interesting, and...
Can Coco just carry all 4 of the unconscious people, and then the rest of us will run? I know that's not the fastest thing in the world, but... we don't know which one of these 3 is Princess Belch.
That's a lot of weight. Holy shit.
Coco can carry it. Coco can carry most of the party.
Like, other than Muriala, yes.
I'm gonna point out, them combined is almost certainly heavier than Muriala.
I don't know. Wilbur probably weighs about 60 pounds looking at him.
There's a really fat kid there.
Well, yeah, but even really fat kids don't weigh that much. Because they're still just small.
Why are you hating on the monkey species?
Oh man, let me see if I can pass this roll. No, Muriel is definitely having this argument with Mocha about wanting to analyze this guy.
I'm leaving.
You can't carry me anyway.
Let it be. Trust me on this. Wait a minute. If they're there, that means... And she's going to start looking around. Crap, what world is this?
It's not. It's between worlds. This is a giant ship that is blowing up worlds.
Oh, crap, the high-tech thing?
It's a space
Yeah.
station.
It's a pain. I hate it.
Oh, no. Quick, which way's the armory?
I mean, there's a bunch of guns, like, right over there, pointing at the blasters from the dead guys.
Is something wrong, Mocha?
If they're there for a reason. They're probably trying to, reinforce their arms. There's something on this station that they want.
Well, let's keep running towards our target, and we can try showing you the map as we go.
Yeah, don't worry. When we take the magical stone thing out of this place, it's probably going to blow up. That's how this usually works.
Yeah, kind of. It might not blow up. It might just collapse in on itself. Sometimes they kind of less explode and simply cease to be.
Okay, yeah, more reason to just get out of here. Why are you guys?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, can I actually see how your type of being works at some point? Because it's really interesting.
I squawk that it's time to leave.
Walk and talk.
And we talk while running.
I grappling hook Mocha, since that's the person that Muriela needs to talk to, and I drag her away with us.
Mocha's just floating in the air behind you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly her like a kite as we run down this hallway and force Muriela to chase us.
Whee! Perception checks, everybody, as you guys are leaving the detention facility from the other end, because that leads you guys closer to the main reactor.
Pass by 4.
And a navigation check from Webby.
Pass perception by 5.
Holy shit.
Pass navigation by 4.
Well, I feel like I just got left behind.
Are you going to, Orion? You've got to run with them, because Coco can't carry everybody.
Who's carrying Orion?
Yeah, I thought Orion was originally being carried, and now like the rest of us would be just walking.
Yeah.
Well, like we're
Except you
still
guys
gonna have to
ran
go
off.
at the rate of whoever can run the slowest. But like running is still gonna be, we're still running, you know?
Orion's not running.
Orion's not running?
Nope.
I'm going to stop at that. Why?
Is this like a James May thing where you like refuse to run on TV or something?
Just walking.
Orion,
Why?
is there something you know that we don't?
No.
Are you just being difficult for the sake of being difficult?
No.
Do you not know how to run?
Of course I know how to run.
Then
Is there
why?
This seems like a really good time to run.
Wherever the core is.
Is there a reason you're not running then?
Because I'm taking in everything I'm seeing here.
Okay, yeah, no, legit. Good luck living.
Webby, you're riding me, right?
No, I was running in the front.
Yeah, we were assuming you had too many people on you now to carry any.
Okay, I'm gonna do a gesture.
I'm actually.
I succeed. I gesture for Webby to
Hold you without slowing down.
I gesture for Webby to grapple Orion with the grappling hook and tie it to me. We're going.
I'm already grappling Mocha like a kite to make Muriela come. I don't have 2 grappling hooks. Why are you two being so difficult? This is the plan.
Something more. Wait, actually, shit. No, that power's just fuck.
If we do not get out of here, you both will die, and anything that is interesting will be forgotten.
I nod my head.
We can go to darkness and deal with the problems that way.
There's no way we can grappling hook both of them, is there?
No.
And they're both the magic users. You know,
Can I summon you again?
This is like the worst time to act like a 5-year-old, really.
Also, all of them need to not die.
Izzy, Izzy, serendipity. Now.
That does not work for PvP.
God damn it!
It does not work for PvP.
This is like seriously the worst time in the world for 2 people to just act like 5-year-olds instead of adults. But, you know.
What else is new?
Is he passed by 7 on convincing Mocha to actually let Uriela figure out the thing that she is and have this talk later?
She's just gonna be like, I'll think about it.
Will you instead follow along with us and like we can continue discussing it while we run and maybe kill a bunch of idiots who blow up worlds?
I'll see you later. I have to go take a look at the armory.
Nick, I'm gonna just yell at your character with the loudest squawk I can, and I'm gonna peck you.
So, Webby, I would
going
be
to give the
running
emotional
if you had
response
at
of-
least left all the prison doors open.
You're going to the emotional response of make curiosity and followed by you're going, listen, if we can figure out how sentient Heartless work.
I roll a gesture and interrupt you. We don't have time. Basically, something along, we don't have time for your stupid curiosity. Figure it out later.
Yeah, this is not investigation time. This is run time.
Also, Webby, did you hear what Orion said to you?
I didn't.
Webby, I would be running if you had left all the prison doors open.
I don't understand what that has to do with anything.
You
Also, I
are-
didn't
Orion
close
is
the last
upset that
one.
you locked it, that Mocha's got not friend got closed.
Mocha closed it.
And you're just consigning them to the explosion that's going to occur once this base explodes.
Oh my fucking.
I am trusting Mocha on this because I believe she knows what she's talking about, and we don't really have time to argue.
Then you can easily just run back and leave the door open, and then we can continue.
One moment. I have to roll a number of things.
Yeah, Mocha's gonna get in your face and say, no, you don't understand what'll happen if you leave that door.
Why?
Yeah, no. I think at this point Muriel is just walking off in the direction we were going.
Okay. Who's riding me right now?
Four unconscious people.
Yeah,
Is
I
anyone
don't
conscious
think-
riding me?
Can you support more people?
How heavy are they all combined?
Those four assume like 550 pounds.
I'm getting pretty heavy at this point.
Yeah, if you're already being weighed down, I'll walk. If you were perfectly fine, I'd ride as well, but yeah. No need to add another body to slow you. Unless that is still faster than me running
Right.
around.
I'm going to turn to Webby and gesture. I do succeed. I gesture. Orion's right. Open it. Am I still
Does
here?
someone want to tell me what it is and why we're...
I stopped moving.
It's the same type of being that Mocha is. It's a fallen Keyblade wielder who became a Heartless.
I stopped moving.
But
So-
because they're heartless, they don't fully become a... But because they're Keyblade wielder, they don't fully become a heartless.
Not
I mean,
really
I don't
sure.
know
it's
if
not-
they become a really powerful Heartless, but I really don't know.
I sit down. I sit down. And I just look at Webby.
I pass
See,
by
I
Inca,
know
unlock the
what's
door
about
of
to
the console.
happen here, and it's just... I opened the door. Watch this.
Okay, so Webby and Dr. Boy open the door. Mocha tries closing it. Dr. Boy overrides the controls, and now it can't close anymore. And Mocha's just be like, oh, you have no idea how bad this is going to end up for you guys.
Alright, let's go.
Mocha, what is he going to do if he's free?
I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know why he's here.
I nod at Orion.
What did he do?
I try to gesture something, but it doesn't really come out clear.
Don't care, running.
Actually,
And then and then I start moving.
Let's
Let's go.
He's a problem. Well, I was able.
I am
Don't
already
care,
moving.
running.
We're moving.
Uriel's going to sit back like, Mocha, what the fuck is his name? I can contact him.
I grappling hook Mocha again so that Muriela has to run after us.
What are you doing?
I grappling hook Mocha and fly her like a kite again. So that Muriela, you have to chase us.
You know, she's going to explain she doesn't know who that is exactly, because after a while we all start looking the same, especially if they gave into darkness too much. But probably somebody from the Ursus Union who desires power over everything else.
Explains Kite Mocha as we sprint through the walls and sprint through the hallways, and she's bashing into walls.
She actually phases partway through the walls. She does not get bothered by this in the slightest.
Perfect.
By the way, those perception checks I had you...
is going to pick up the random thing and analyze it as we are walking and discuss with Mocha.
We aren't walking, we're running.
What random thing?
The dude. The not Heartless. Well, the Heartless who is a Keyblade wielder.
It's like the same size as Webby.
Yeah, no, like, right now I'm strength fucking 20, I'm strength 17.
Okay.
You're gonna just throw him over her shoulder and not care.
Gotcha. Okay, those perception checks from earlier, people, what were they?
When we make a perception check.
But, like, this was forever.
Yeah, for real. Like, we've been arguing for like 20, 30 minutes on that.
Fair enough. You know what? Roll perception again, then, everybody, please.
I succeed by 6.
Pass by 3.
Pass by
That's
2.
like 2.
Coco, as you guys are sprinting down the hallway, you catch something out of the corner of your eye. And you hear the sounds of kind of like a gurgling, sputtering, and like a hand extended to you around one of the corners.
I should probably not run into that hand.
You're not going near it?
I mean, I'm going to slow down and give it some birth.
Oh, no. From another hallway.
Oh, like the gurgling, like someone dying gurgling?
Yes, the gurgling of like somebody coughing up blood. Looking at you.
I need to go look at that.
So...
We'll follow Coco when Coco does the tour.
So, gurgling up blood, arm outstretched, looking at you, you're going to see a very sad-looking boy wearing stormtrooper armor with a sword clean through his chest. Or sword wound going clean through his chest.
Oh, no.
Ah, crap.
Do you recognize this person?
Who's right next to you guys on screen now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So Taran is in stormtrooper armor from, the neck down. There is clearly a gigantic gash right through his chest that looks like a sword wound. And he's just kind of coughing up blood. And he's just kind of looking up at you with this kind of like foggy look in his eyes.
Like a regular sword, not a lightsaber.
Oh, like the one that he had earlier, which is presently not present. And he's just gonna kind of...
Mariella, heal.
He's too far gone, Muriella.
Yeah, no, he is way too far gone for me to actually revive him.
He's just going to look.
Raise?
He's just going to kind of look up at you guys and say, "At least I died a warrior."
Izzy, I hate you.
You made us think this dude was invincible. What the heck?
You ninny.
Shouldn't have taken his lightsaber away.
A giant flash of light.
A giant flash of light?
Izzy.
A
What?
bright green
Oh,
Corvette.
What is my base character?
Yeah. What spell? What are you casting? And can you cast it in low mana?
I passed.
Okay.
Resurrect.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay.
Oh, good. Someone knows race.
Okay, he coughs up. He looks around. He's like... And he's like touching his chest. And he's looking up around. He's like, "You saved me." Why would you save me?
Don't know. Let's move.
Because it's the right thing to do.
How fighting ready is Taran right now?
He's not. He's completely battled and bruised up.
On the chocobo.
Yeah, he's joining on the chocobo until
What
he's
happened
feeling
to the-
better.
As we're running, what happened to the rest of your group?
What group? They died.
Of course they
To
did.
what?
I don't know. It was crazy. There was flashes of sword and light. And it all happened so quickly.
Was the sword red?
No, it was like sparking with an electricity though.
That's kind of odd.
What happened to your sword?
My sword. He's just looking like completely shell shocked at this point.
I send calming waves into him. Breathe.
Coco, to you privately.
I don't know how to interpret that, Izzy.
Interpret it as you will. Okay. So, Webby, navigation.
I think I passed this roll earlier trying to leave this place before we got dragged back.
Yeah.
Some ancient previous life.
Roll again, because that's an ancient previous life.
Pass by 1.
Pass by 1. Okay, yeah, so the main power center that you guys are looking for, you know, is a few doors down. And as you guys get closer, you guys are going to notice that Taryn is visibly shuddering. Where are you going? That's his room.
Who says that?
Taryn.
Whose room?
His room. He's just going to kind of keep shuddering.
Can someone say a name for once in this goddamn session?
Fucking pronoun games.
You know what?
The Lord,
Like a fucking proper name.
the Lord of this station.
Just the way normal people talk.
The Lord of this station. The Dark One.
Well, we need to.
Does he have a name?
We need to get past
Is
it.
it Jim? Is it Ted?
Oh, that's his room.
Is it fucking Bob?
So wait, did he just say it's this room, that room? That's
Yeah.
his room?
Yeah, it's like 2 doors away.
Bill
Alright, Orient's going to the door.
Like, Dark Lord
Yeah.
Jimbo would be like a welcome
Girls,
change
sure,
of pace
something
here.
Happens.
Oh my god. I don't just want to flat out tell you guys who's waiting for you. I have dropped a few hints.
Well, we
Okay,
have
but
to
Taryn
go
does.
anyways. We
Like,
have to go
Taryn-
forward anyways.
Taryn clearly does want to tell us who's waiting for us. I don't know why he's not.
Roll me psychology.
I got that.
How much?
Pass by 8, Izzy.
Very nice. Taryn seems completely shaken and, like, just in kind of... He's in a state of shock, effectively. Like, a lot of his normal annoying quips are not being said, and it's as though his entire demeanor has kind of changed. Probably with, you know, having a brush this close to death.
Good, maybe it'll sober him.
Okay, so maybe we should leave those that are basically like unconscious, injured, and be brought out into the fight outside the door, and then go.
Is that
And-
door to the closer to the center? Like, we really should keep moving to the power.
Yeah, this door is not in our way.
Oh, can we go around this door? Then let's go around.
Oh, no,
this-
no, 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 no. The navigation thing that Webby said is like, the power source should be in this room, and Taryn said that's his room.
Then that's where we
Okay,
gotta
then,
go.
yeah, we have to go through.
All right.
But let's like set the people who are going to not be able to fight outside at the door of the room, going without them. That way, Taryn
No,
can.
before this happens, Muriel is just channeling a blue glowing aura around the bullshit sword.
The bullshit sword.
The bullshit sword.
The bullshit sword.
Okay, before we go into this room, I'm gonna gesture a question.
You're gonna.
Okay, I failed to communicate this, but I feel like I should put the people down. Someone should probably ride me.
I'll jump on.
You get a sense from me. Do you a curiosity if you currently have luck?
I have a little bit of luck.
Satisfaction, desire for you to use it during whatever, if a fight happens.
Sure. Nick, other question?
Yep.
I mean, not Nick, Izzy, other question.
Yes.
Can I, before we open the door, can I summon Judge Master, or is my other summon still active?
You may summon Judge Master.
Are you
Well,
are you going to do that before we go in?
I assume we do it before we go in, that way we have another person.
Wait,
I mean, you can you summon mid-fight though?
I can summon mid-fight.
I'm going to encourage you to wait.
Okay, I will wait.
I will have my lightsaber out.
Remember all of your badass key phrases.
Yep.
Yep. I was just looking up what mine was a second ago, because I'm like, okay, this is clearly a boss fight.
Yep.
Yep, so one spell channeled, second spell starting to channel it.
Okay.
I just don't know if the fight's going to start immediately or not.
I'm walking in prepared to nuke things.
Yeah, about that.
All right. Who's opening the door if you guys are opening the door?
In all honesty, it should probably be me. I'm the one most likely to survive. Wait,
In
no,
all
it's
honesty,
not
while
80%. Force,
in
you-
all honesty, while you all were preparing and dealing with Taryn, Orion was just heading toward the door on her own.
my preparations
So
are
you
4
open the
seconds.
door.
My preparations are 4 seconds. Orion can totally open the door while Muriel is finishing prep.
Okay, everybody please place yourself on the far right side. Or on the far left side. All the way over here. Okay, so as you guys enter the room, you notice a single walkway. And the entire... Well, first thing you notice is the room is completely dark. There are no lights on, with the exception of a couple of floor lights on this walkway.
Izzy, I have dark vision.
You can see all this. What I'm explaining. For the person with dark vision, if there's anybody else, you notice that there is a chair at the opposite end of the room. And before you can even get, and that chair is sitting in front of a very large window that looks out upon the exterior of the Death Star. Standing in the central area are these guys. As soon as I can find them. There we go.
Why the fuck was Taryn even here?
He was with the Thunder Squad.
But why was the Thunder Squad here? This wasn't their objective.
They got lost. They don't have an expert navigator.
Are you
Maybe it was a shortcut for them.
Are you all slinking in?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm not sure
Think
how
less,
much
less
riding.
slinking and more charging.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much riding a chocobo counts as slinking.
Yeah, we're not slinking here.
Okay, you guys are just charging. As you guys do that, a snap of the fingers is moving. Are you all just on Coco?
No,
No.
Just one person is on Coco, I think.
I'm on Moriella.
I assume you all dropped off the unconscious people in a pile outside the door.
Yeah,
before
pretty
going
much
in.
that.
Yeah, that's basically what we did.
But actually, no. Muriel would be like, Taryn, you have a sword.
He does
You
not.
need
He
to
does not have a
be
sword.
Warrior and defend these unconscious people.
He's just gonna be like, yeah, defend them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay. as you guys are charging in, I'm assuming that since Dr. Boy and Muriala are the first two up.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's faster than me, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. The guy in the chair is going to reach out and snap his fingers, and a red force field is going to surround the two of you.
What is he?
A red force field.
Is going to what?
It's around me.
A red force field is surrounding Muriala and Dr. Boy, cutting off the entire game plank.
Is it magic?
I poked
It
it
is-
with my light.
It is not magic. Your lightsaber bounces off of it.
How does the sword work?
Also bounces off of it.
Can I remove it with the Keyblade?
Uh,
The unlock function.
You may attempt it.
Can I
Lock
see
picking?
where the? Can I see where the Infinity Gem is at all?
That's another perception check.
Yeah,
I'm
that's worth-
assuming we're
that's worth
in
making.
right now, sort of.
I'm not gonna make it, but oh wow,
Yeah,
that's passed by 4. Probably still not.
Oh
good
shit! I think I see it.
enough. That is a crit.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Pass by 3.
Orion does not see it, notably.
Izzy, I pass lockpick by 6.
My wonderful rolling on roll 20.
Lockpicking will not work on this force shield, Will.
So are we all basically cut off by the force shield that's in the way?
Presently, yeah.
So
How
is
did it
it,
get started up? Did we step on something, or did it just turn up?
The guy in the
Snapped his fingers.
chair
Something
snapped his fingers.
What does the guy in the chair look like?
He's got his back turned to you presently.
so Izzy, what do I see with a crit perception?
Okay, so I'm just gonna give this to you guys at this point, and I'll explain more as this guy is talking. So this guy is just kind of waving a very flourished hand with a couple of very nicely studded rings on his hand. He's like, "You all thought you could come here, spreading your sickness throughout the galaxy. Something that I will not tolerate. But you come here, you destroy a perfectly working system. Something that is ruled by law and order and a higher power. And you are just corrupting everything you touch, spreading false hope throughout different worlds, like a sickness. And throughout that hope, you may spark a little bit of light. But where there's light, it casts shadows, and darkness grows. Like a rot, it causes the body to fester. And the only way to truly deal with something like that is to cut it off at the head. You should stop your foolish mission now. Your puny revolution is doomed to fail, just as the revolution on my own world was doomed to fail. For I have been blessed with a power far beyond that of any mere mortal. And I will cleanse this galaxy." And as this person says this, he's
Sure thing, Thanos teen.
he's sitting out there facing, the window. And Coco, you're noticing that there is a purple gem actually right where his head would be embedded in that chair. But he is going to
The gem is in the chair.
it's in the chair.
Okay.
Isn't the space stone? Oh no, wait. Yeah, power. Sorry.
Yeah, it's power. We were all right. Power was
We
in
were
the Death
all right.
Star.
Yeah.
What a surprise!
Yeah. He is going to snap another set of fingers, and fire is going to erupt around you guys.
Including those of us who are in the force field?
Not around the gangplank. Let me rephrase, sorry. That is the wrong color. Why is that the wrong color?
Well, at least everything's now lit up.
Everything is now lit up, and as the room lights up from the fire, he is going to spin around.
All right.
What?
It's Christopher
Ah,
Columbus.
okay. Okay, I like it.
Hellfire.
What?
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Okay.
Also, as he
Uh.
spins, he is going to, pull out a broadsword, similar to the one Dr. Boy gave Taran, swing it around a few times, and then slam it into the head of his chair, embedding the stone into it.
Boss
Yeah,
time, people.
Interesting.
And he's going to look at you all and say, "You are a blight upon society, just like the vermin from my own world. And much like my own world, you will be purged through fire and turned to ash."
Badass. I'm actually legitimately stoked about this. This is sweet.
Like,
Yeah, no, to see
this is
Quad
fucking
Frollo
cool.
instead of
out of character, I
Quad
was like,
Frollo's
Garrett
amazing.
Frollo's like, you have a lot of things wrong about me, but I appreciate your interest and vibe. This is going to be fun.
So yeah, sorry for not, using, just using pronouns. I thought this was a cool reveal, guys.
Nah, that was a good entrance. I
I'm good
approve.
with Quad
That was,
Frollo.
that was a very
I
good
like that
entrance.
entrance.
I also like how we all were guessing wrong.
I didn't guess at all. Thank you very
Lord
much.
Frollo, Jesus Christ.
With that being said, Basil, Muriala, and Dr. Boy, you guys are currently still trapped in a force shield, and the rest of you are cut off. And
Izzy,
I have a
let's serendipity to let's level the playing field a little.
okay, so Wex, I've told you this before. I will let you use serendipity to do cool things. I will not let you do it to circumnavigate other things. that
Okay,
are
well,
going to
serendipity.
happen. Serendipity.
Whatever it may do.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I'm gonna let this play out for another couple of minutes, and then I'll figure out as I'm figuring out what that's going to be.
Fair enough.
Dr. Boy is going to walk towards the front of the force field. As he pulls the lightsaber out, Muriala and Basil are close enough. You can see the lightsaber is actually kind of elaborate. There's like a large chamber kind of near where the blade comes out. Dr. Boy is going to spin it with a crack, and when he hits the button, a green blade is going to come out, which is going to be slashed at the force field.
Yeah, that works.
Does that shatter the whole force field?
That shatters the entire force field. Yes.
Fucking fantastic.
That lightsaber also stops working at that point.
Fair enough. Swap at that point, Dr. Boy will flip the chamber back, and it will become red again.
Wait, did you put two kyber crystals in one of the
Reverse the polarity.
I will explain later.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna let you guys pick this. It is currently 10:30. We can do this fight now, or you guys can hold it for next time.
Let's hold it for next time. This sounds like
It
a
sounds
great
like a
place
hold
to
for next
stop.
time. Yeah.
Okay, so next time we will be starting up. There is no surprise round. It will be going straight into turn orders, starting with Orion. And the one thing Frollo will look at you all as you shatter the crystal and will say, "Impressive, but it won't save you. I've been blessed by a higher power." And he will run his palm across the blade of his sword, and it will encase itself in a green, sickly-looking fire.
Green flame.
Maleficent.
Yeah, you just say, blessed by a higher power. Huh. There's a lot to claim that.
There's also a lot of problems with his character in that.
So feel some fear. Feel the fear of my defiant conviction. No, Muriel's activating her Uber buff for this.
Oh yeah, I'll be activating the buff you gave me on my current.
We'll worry about buffs next time, guys.
This is mostly relevant for initiative, but otherwise doesn't matter.
Okay. I didn't take any notes this session. Damn. Okay, whatever. In any case, I think it's 2 base XP for this session. It is an appropriate.
Not that we have anything we can spend it on in between sessions.
Yeah, exactly.
Not really, no.
Oh, I forgot about the fun thing, but no one passed perception by enough. Maybe during the fight.
Wait. Perception by enough when?
Oh, right, you crit, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Coco, you see... I'm just going to say this out the window. I'm actually going to draw these things onto there. You see a giant version of this outside the window.
Giant what?
Hold on, I'm finding it. Outside,
Well,
outside
you cut out when you were saying it.
a
so.
giant version of this outside the window, literally stomping around on the Death Star surface.
Okay, great.
What?
It's-
More giant
Okay,
heartless. got
giant
it.
guard armor. Gotcha.
and it is currently fighting.
Oh boy.
Where the fuck did you?
This better be good.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Where did that even come from?
Is that
It
a
looks
Power
like a-
Ranger?
That's the fucking
Uh,
that's the fucking Dino Thunder Megazord, but
Yeah,
like,
that is a
awesomeified.
that is
Oh, it
a
looks
different
like it's-
a
Power
artist
Rangers had
rendition of the
Disney.
Dino Thunder.
That's
And
that
Dino
was the
Thunder was on
second-
Disney.
Dino Thunder was the second Disney season.
Perfect.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Tommy
I
Oliver,
repeat my question.
Tommy Oliver would have been it was a tempting, but no way would be able to do get everything in our point total character.
Coco, I'll give you this one other important thing. As these two things are fighting, the spiral drill on the Megazord is actually slamming down into the ground, knocking out a bunch of towers.
And what towers?
The Death Star cannon towers.
Is it destroying them?
Oh, it's destroying them.
Is this what's happened with Serendipity?
This helped. Do you guys remember one of the groups that came with you?
Oh, fuck! It wasn't that it was Thunder power up. It was Dino Thunder power up. These are the versions of the Dino Thunder.
Wait. Fuck.
Those are Power Rangers.
The Thunder Squad is Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder power. Oh my god.
I would have been much more respectful if I'd known that.
Same.
What?
Wait, didn't one of them
The
die?
fuck? Wait.
No, none of them died.
The fourth one did.
Yeah,
In
the
the
one member of the Thunder Squad got wrecked by the Demon Tower.
Yeah,
Which one?
What color?
That
was
would be
it?
Trent, I guess.
in the Expanding Empire, one of them. You guys didn't know which one it was.
What color?
What
was
color?
the outfit, though?
They were all wearing different colors. He was wearing a white shirt.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, so it wasn't.
We
Tommy.
lost the
That's
White
fine.
Ranger.
That's
Amazing.
fine.
Of course, it's not Tommy because Tommy in Dino Thunder got to take out a giant monster with his weapon.
That's true.
Also, would you guys prefer if I used this image? Because I really like that one instead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, much better.
This one, or do you want the original?
No, the
one you just linked.
Yeah, the one where it's actually the Meg from the show.
Okay, fine.
The goofier one, for sure.
The one that is actually from the show.
The one that's almost in the same style as that Heartless Armor.
Just a little out of game context. This game gets more and more fun to describe to people the further it goes.
I'm
See, that one is one.
glad.
Also, I really want us to then meet their mentor of Dr. O and get trained by him. As
Because, like,
lesson mentors.
You should see the look on people's faces when I'm like, and then we broke into the Death Star, and we found Frollo, and he was the Emperor of the Death Star, and he was wielding the Power Infinity Stone, which he used to fight us with Maleficent's fire, while the Dino Thunder Megazord fought robots outside the Death Star.
Yep.
To be fair, Hellfire in Notre Dame was green.
Yeah.
Green
I'm not sure.
flames!
Yes, because green is the color of evil.
He totally sees himself as the good guy. You guys are evil.
Now I just want like a dueling bands mashup.
Oh
of the
yeah,
Dino
as
Thunder theme and
Disney
Hellfire.
villains go, Frollo's great.
I mean, Frollo's great because he's so self-deluded.
Perfect for this.
So yeah, again, apologies about all the pronouns, but I think the build-up was worth it.
Like
It is now.
like the Frollo one is totally fine. All the other characters whose names were withheld for reasons that
Yeah,
I
can we
think
get a
are
better?
reasonable.
Any chance we can get a better picture of the
Princess.
princess that we
Yeah, like
rescued now?
who is Princess Belch? Come on.
You will get that information.
Porkins is not completely like
Oh, he's
Wait
totally.
a-
dysfunctionally minded
He's completely drunk. He's
as to
Can I
not
get-
be able to tell us the name.
Can I get the image of the princess again in a non-shrunk down, pixelated view?
That is as good as you're getting.
What is that from?
This is not edited other than the fact that you removed the background details, correct?
Correct.
There's also removed the thing on her shoulder.
That is also correct.
Yeah.
Is she a Power Rangers character?
No, this looks
No.
live action-y.
Well,
That's
Power
what I'm
Rangers is
guessing
live
Power
action,
That's
but she doesn't
definitely
look
not
like
a
a
Power Ranger.
But she's not at least any of the major Power Ranger characters. There's a chance she's from one of the series that I didn't watch well, but I wouldn't recognize her. So she's not a major.
I'll give this to you guys now. When she wakes up, I will change to a better quality image that is actually that character perfectly.
Okay.
I am making this obscure right now because you guys would not know it in character, and I don't want that hype train to take off until this hype train comes into the station.
Okay.
Because trust me, I told you guys this session you were going to be pissed off at me. I said that earlier in the comments in the general.
I'm not pissed off yet.
I would not have sent Terran with the Dino Thunder Rangers if I knew who they were at all.
We would have gone with them instead.
No, I would have just let them do their thing and like probably kept Terran with us or something.
Well, in the end, what happened happened.
Well, they lost a member, so they needed a new member. So Terran is their new White Ranger.
Oh my god, are we going to just keep enhancing Terran like this?
You guys could have just let him die.
No, I couldn't. Izzy,
No,
I blame Orion.
Izzy,
You have created a character who we all simultaneously are aggravated to hell at, but also really care about in a fucking twisted way.
Also, incredibly jealous of at this point.
We couldn't let the memes die, Izzy.
Guys, I will tell you this right now. Next session after this fight, you are going to be so incredibly pissed off at me. I'm telling you that right now.
Izzy, I just want to put this here so everyone knows you put me in a situation where I could not let him die. Fuck you.
You could have just...
I love it. It's perfect.
Sean, you're going to hate me even more next session. I promise.
You better give me something then.
No. You'll understand why. You'll understand why. But that's... Alright, so that is all for session. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed these little bits.
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
Alright, so, rolling. So again, 2 base XP per person. And we are now going to go for the question. First person on the question. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basil.
Yes.
Question. What did you learn? What do you want to know? What have you learned? In character, out of character, what do you want to know? Any of those?
Out of character, I'm really confused why a low-tech theologian would end up here. But beyond that, I'm kind of curious about some of these miscellaneous individuals that we picked up from the prison. I'm curious if I'm going to be able to contribute to this fight.
Can you use the fish hook to become Komodo Dragon?
I mean, now that someone's actually given it to me, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Turn into Komodo Dragon. Eat their legs.
I mean, the thing is, I also have other options, but I'm trying to think of how creative I could be with, since, you know, limited worldview from start, and I'm trying to think of how many things we've seen since. But what do I know? What do I want to know? I'm kind of curious how after Muriel is like, I can't save him, Orion just like, nah, bitch, I got it. And I'm still hoping we can get Terran to like re-evaluate his skill set, but that's, I don't know, probably further down the line.
Yeah. All right, take your +1. Next up,
Okay.
Dr. Boy.
Dr. Boy is very scientifically interested in what happens when a blade imbued with green magic fire from an Infinity Stone hits a lightsaber. But he's also very concerned about this. I'm actually really glad that force field does not seem to have been cast by the Infinity Stone, because that would have been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I am now increasingly hopeful and increasingly curious on how exactly I go about turning my ship into a giant robot now. As of the last 5 minutes of this session.
You're welcome.
I mean, I could probably just literally make the Astro Mega ship at this point. So that might.
Okay. Time out. I'm sorry. You can't. You guys had the Thunder Squad with you. You guys had the Space Rangers also with you.
Oh, so the Astro Mega ship's already here. Okay, fair enough.
We just failed to recognize them because we never got their names.
I was assuming the Thunder Squad was a Sentai team this entire time. Honestly.
The Thunder Squad. I gave you their names: Zaxu, Mioni, and Kitan. And the Space Squad, the Space Rangers, are the Star Command Space Rangers.
Yeah, like I was assuming they.
Oh,
were
they. Okay.
We probably should have made that connection.
Yeah.
How did the two of you not make that connection? You're the Sentai people here.
Because he put out Kingdom Hearts tokens, and I went, oh, these look like Kingdom Hearts tokens from the mobile game. I guess they are characters from the mobile game that I don't know about.
Also, Buzz Lightyear is a Space Ranger.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the Star Command people are the Space Ranger team. The 3 Kingdom Hearts characters that I introduced you guys are the Dino Thunder team.
It's because I wasn't expecting him to fuse Power Rangers into something else. I was expecting to actually see a Power Rangers character before a Megazord or a Power Rangers transformation.
Yeah, I thought we already knew how the makeup of how like the fusion for this world was being done. That is apparently not the case.
No. I've again. This is my favorite world. I've been waiting for you guys to get here for a while. All right, take your +1, Dan. Next up. Muriela
has 2 shinies that she's very interested in actually grabbing a hold of and keeping probably to herself for a while to analyze and deal with. One of them is the Creature of Darkness. The other is that really shiny stone.
Oof.
It's a very interesting looking stone.
It really is, isn't it?
Beyond that, no. Like, honestly, Muriela mostly hates this world, and also wants to call Mocha to talk to her more about other things, but mostly absolutely hates this world and wants to stab a lot of people in it.
Fair enough.
It was actually very cathartic to be killing people who were, like, absolutely worthy of being killed because they're blowing up worlds, and in this shitty place that she hates. It was great.
Fair enough. Orion.
I hate you, 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 I hate you.
Oh, come on. You love Taran.
No, I don't. I really don't. I was trying to get him killed so many times.
And then it was because of you that he's persisting.
I know. I learned you're an asshole. I did enjoy the fake out with Frollo. And I really, really hope that the penalties I gave myself to that impulse check lead to something amazing next session.
Yeah. Which impulse check?
The one I did at the last thing where I rolled a 13.
Oh boy. Have fun. Take your +1. Next up. Mute.
Let's see. I learned all the things that everyone else learned, and learned that I should actually talk to the random Keyblade wielders, because, yeah. I also am curious how the fight against, with Buzz Lightyear went against his father, because the Grimm's back, so she fell during that, but I have no idea if he actually won or anything. He might be missing a hand next time we see him.
Oh, yeah. Alright, take your +1. Next up. Webby. Webby?
Oh, yes. Yes, what is the question?
What it always is. What did your character learn? What did you, the player, learn? What do you want to learn?
So... Like, not a ton was learned specifically for Webby in terms of, like, learning things, but I found Wilbur! Finally! It has taken 22 sessions, but I have finally found
23.
23 sessions, but I have finally found the contact that I have had since the beginning of the game. And we are rescuing him, and we are never getting separated again, and he is going to be my best friend for all of time going forward, and we are going to go on adventures and make up for lost time, and we're going to find the time stone and time travel, and Wilbur is back.
I'm sure this will go exactly according to plan.
Okay, so yeah, fun fact, guys. If there was an NPC you wanted to buy as a contact to keep around, what
Is you breaking up horribly? We're not getting any of this.
So if there is a NPC or contact that you guys want to keep around, what Will just said is pretty much how you ensure that they stick around for longer than I decide.
I paid points for this character to be in my story.
God damn it.
Your advisement, Izzy.
There are two
They are not
characters
going
I want
anywhere.
around.
He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
Not anymore. Take your +1. Lastly, Coco.
I am working very hard right now to control my frustration at certain party members who choose to use their curiosity to get everyone fucking killed. Because I'm the Combird. That's my job. Even when people insist on going to break people out and stand around talking for 15 minutes in a situation where a ship's exploding.
I love you.
I'm sorry,
But it's
Coco.
okay. I got this, right?
To be fair, if we
I
were-
got this. Oh. So that's how my character's feeling. I'm really super excited about Frollo. Like, he's super underestimated as a villain, and I love to see him here, and it's like perfect. I'm kind of worried he's going to wipe the floor with us, but this seems like a great boss opportunity for everyone to pull out a lot of tricks they've been saving for a while.
People are saving tricks?
I mean, I've got one. Also, I'm curious what my serendipity will end up doing for next time.
People have been not denied tricks for completely legit reasons.
Yeah. Alright, take your +1, Wex. Alright, and now, last and certainly not least, the vote. Who was the most bloodthirsty party member in this session?
That's a hard question.
That is a hard question.
Bloodthirst.
Considering, again, this is the first time you guys have actively killed non-Heartless.
Sorry, no. Easy answer. Nope. This is actually a very easy question.
Which chat is the vote in?
The
The
vote?
vote.
Why don't I see the vote?
It's between rules and scheduling.
Sometimes Discord funks up a little bit. You might need to, collapse and then re-expand the text chat.
Actually,
Most bloodthirsty party member.
Yeah, I don't see it. What the hell? Clapping Fury.
I don't think I'm winning this vote.
it's going to be an interesting question which of us wins this vote.
It is. I'm.
Alright. Has anybody not put in an answer yet?
I have not.
Sean, did you get into the chat?
Yes.
Oh, he
Sorry, I had to
Trying to-
basically close Discord.
Yeah, that's happened to me a couple of times whenever I'm trying to private message you guys things. Oh, damn it! I forgot to do it again.
Forgot to do it again.
You know what, Dan? Just assume as you were slashing somebody with a lightsaber, you just heard in the back of your head, yes.
Okay.
There's a reason why it's a question of which of us is actually the one for this.
Like,
Also, what did you do? Do we get to know now what Dr. Goodboy did, or is that going to be a after we deal with the problem, or how
I am not telling you what Dr. Boy did yet.
I will give you guys this one hint, which isn't stepping too much on Dan's toes. Remember the first thing Dan reminded you of that happened last session?
The lightsaber kept starting out.
Dan, what did you say at the beginning of the session?
I said I ended last session by yelling, "Ah!" from the hangar bay.
Yeah.
No one
I don't
actually got
remember.
around to asking me why I did that.
I assumed it was something I forgot from last session that had already been explained, and I was already late, so I was
No,
not
this
asking.
this whole thing was post session.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
This was literally just me and Izzy at the end of the session.
because Dan wanted to tinker for a bit.
Perfect. I think I know what the result is going to be. It's still perfect.
All right, so are you guys ready?
Yep.
I think so.
All right, vote in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm not terribly surprised I won this one.
I was your only competition here.
I mean, I
no.
considered mute.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Because-
wanted to vote mute for the irony of it all.
Because of the thing of just like, okay, clearly they didn't disappear, so they're not heartless, which means they'll just get resurrected as soon as the fight's over.
Yeah, I realized once this question came up, me just casually jetpacking on top of the turret and stabbing a dude in the top of the head was probably gonna put me in contention.
I was convinced this was between the two of us, but you probably had it from the beginning when the vote was called.
yeah. Alrighty, so that is everything, guys. That is... This is session 23. Where all the shit starts hitting the fan.
I'm kind of happy my thing didn't actually come up fully.
You don't have it for the fight, FYI.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, how else were we gonna get out of that?
Yeah, exactly.
I look at the stream again to see if I can figure out what the fuck it is. Or if it is just complete nonsense because of the fact this is the result of Mute getting incredibly drunk.
It can
Oh.
be both.
Sean, if you want to share that with people, you can.
Sure.
I'd even say if you want to read that on stream right now, you may, because Mute had a very strange dream in between sessions.
Yes, and I had no time to look at this really, other than the very quick glance when he first sent it to me, and then and then right before session started. But here's the dream. Mute, you find yourself standing in a lush green forest at sunset. The forest seems incredibly large as the trees, bushes, and flowers tower over you. Everything is bathed in an orange glow as the sun slowly makes its descent over the horizon. You hear a croak from right next to you. Camouflaged in a nearby bush is a large tree frog, larger than you. You smile and wave at him, the same way you would at a long-lost friend. The frog leads you into a clearing where there's a hive of honeybees hard at work, gathering nectar and returning to their hive before night approaches. You and the frog watch the bees intently, and as the last rays of sunlight vanish, you are surprised to feel a sudden rush of warm air from behind you. As you turn around, you see a massive red dragon flying towards you, igniting the forest as it gets closer and closer. You jump on the frog's back, who begins to hop away. With each hop, you see the dragons get closer to the hive. Some of the bees rush out, but they are instantly incinerated by the dragon's breath. Soon after, the queen bee comes out, dressed in royal robes with a crown and scepter, steps out. That's the grammatical error there. The dragon demands that the queen hand over her honey. The queen laughs and mockingly states, "You will never have my honey." So be it. The dragon brings up and steps on the tiny queen bee before setting the rest of the hive and all the other honeybees on fire as well. You can't help but feel a pain inside thinking about how you lost so many friends. The bees were hard workers and never caused anyone harm. They didn't deserve that fate. Suddenly, the frog stops hopping and you fall off his back. You almost forgotten you were hopping away as you notice the horrible scene unfold. Notice a blue jay perched on a nearby tree, watching everything intently, but purposely remaining aloof and distant as everything happens around it. The bird turns to look at you in the face as you hear the frog croak out, "Uh-oh." You turn around slowly as you realize you fell into the shadow of something massive. Behind you is a giant behemoth heartless. You and the frog are stunned with fear, unable to move. Lightning curses through the behemoth's horn. Your hair stands on end as the energy is released from the horn. Time seems to slow down to a crawl as the blast gets closer and closer. It looks like an eternity of being unable to move with your inevitable doom coming closer and closer. Then, right as the energy blast is close enough that you can feel its heat on your face and about to touch you, you wake up. And after a few seconds of realizing that it was just a dream, you grab some water, and as you put the glass to your lips, you recoil. Your lips are chapped and your face feels something.
If you want, you could have shared that dream with people on your flight over.
I mean,
Yeah, I welcome that. I didn't really have time to do that at start of session since got here late, but yeah.
so I know what half of that is out of game.
I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Oh well.
I am just going to
I
copy
don't-
and paste it.
I don't know what the dragon half of it is.
Mushu got
Please
swole.
copy and paste it so it can be read, because I am not going to be able to words.
Rex, what do you think it is? Private message me.
Oh, so anyone has guesses about what Dr. Boy did to his lightsaber, you guys are welcome to.
Yeah, you guys can post those in general.
I mean, rough guess is either attuned it to light or darkness, depending on his emotional state, or attuned it to himself, and then it gets stronger or weaker depending on emotional state.
Interesting theory, Rex. I won't tell you that you're right. I won't tell you that you're wrong.
I think you might appreciate my ending there, though.
I do. Okay. Does anybody have any questions, comments, etc., etc.?
My biggest comment is I'm probably sorry to all of you for what Muriela winds up doing in combat next session.
Why is that I'm sorry to all of you?
This is mostly the fact that I have the bullshit sword and Muriel is as close to fully buffed as she can get right now.
How are you planning to slash or are you planning to magic?
Oh, slash. Like, magic is not a thing that happens in, like, this low mana.
How much lux you got?
36.
Okay. We should talk next fight.
You probably should.
Oh, I love you guys are plotting.
Alright, so
Switching out
Izzy.
Are we switching out who's riding the chocobo at the start of the fight?
It's entirely up to you guys.
Izzy,
Yes, Will. What's up?
how do I power up my Keyblade?
You spend points on it via Sig Gear.
Alright.
That's pretty much it. It depends on what you want to do with it. If you just want to add dice or change the damage type, that's one thing. But again, different damage types, I'd recommend just buying up a form change, which you already have.
Signature. Oh, there it is.
That's an interesting dream.
I like my guess and half of it.
What guess?
what half of it is. I feel like it's another like smushed together world.
Interesting theory. Interesting theory. I will not say what it is. I'm sure you guys will figure it out eventually. Maybe.
You say that about many things.
I do, and I'm confident that you have at some point figured it all out. And if you came close to figuring it out and were not quite there, you definitely figured it out when, I threw a giant picture of a Megazord up on the screen.
I'm 1 point over the amount I need. I should use my bullshit for... Izzy, can I use my bullshit for the end of session?
You may use your bullshit at the end of the session. I will allow it.
Do I even buy?
Alrighty.
Okay, that bothers me that Reign of Fire is tangentially connected to Disney. That bothers me very much.
Alright, say goodnight to the recording, everybody.
Night recording.
Good recording.
Good recording.